Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another tribunal appeal stream here on the Blue Abroad YouTube channel. It is Tuesday, the 27th of August, 2024. We are here. We are going to be here for a long night. I have a feeling. We're here waiting for the Matt Owies session to begin. It just so happens that Cozzy Pickett's going through a session as well. So this was initially meant to start at 8. It is 8:43 right now. I don't know what to do. I thought I'd hold off as much as possible. But you know what? We may as well just hang out. Because we're all waiting for the result anyway. My hope is that because the Cozzy Pickett session is going so long, that once we get to Matt Owies, I'll just power through. But knowing what we know about the Carlton Football Club going to tribunal, they usually like to drag things out and sort of force the tribunal into submission almost. So I don't know. Let's see what happens. But nonetheless, there's actually a lot to talk about. That's the reality. There's quite a few things to get through. Maybe we should start by just seeing who's here. How about we start there? Who have we got here? Who is with us? Well, Petrarca we're going to get to. We're going to get to Voss. There is a bit. Alex. Okay, there's so many of you here. Frankie. This can't be the marathon the Boyd one was, right? Right? Oh, I hope not, because it hasn't even started. I don't think it will be. In my mind, I don't know what our argument is going to be, but my best guess would be just downgrading the impact from medium to low. We learnt earlier in the year with the Boyd one about grading things as medium from the outset and allowing them to go through the process. So I would hope that that is the same situation that we're dealt with tonight, but we will see. Richard, we will entertain ourselves. No doubt about that. Group chat again. Yeah, we can do a group chat again. Yeah, we can absolutely do a group chat again. Sit amongst ourselves. Hello, Lewis. We need our mafia lawyer to do his thing. Yeah, we do. we definitely do. Slobbo. Hello, mate. Always is clear to play. You can thank once again the Carlton Lawyers and Sons. Explicit Empress. One of the first to hold Cozzy Pickett to account. Cozzy got a bunch of lies to tell, like how dropping a shoulder is always an accident. Are we in for a masterclass? I think we are. No. You know what? I think I've learned. Never be too confident about a result with this club. Just take it as it comes. You can just never fully trust. So, what up, Christine? Yorgo, Tiaras, Yasu. Yeah, I did sing on Footy Abroad. I made a bet with Jake from Saints TV that if St Kilda beat Carlton, I would sing the St Kilda theme song on Footy Abroad. So I did. Hey, Gemma. G'day, John. Hello, Julia. Julia's a saner. Good to have you here. You're in for a ride, Julia. We've done these quite a lot, these tribunal streams, and you just have to expect the unexpected. We could be out of here at 10. We could be out of here at 1. Now, surely they're not going to drag this out to like 1 a.m. or midnight. What would be banter is if they just postpone it till tomorrow, which I don't think they can, because we would have to have enough time to appeal if we wanted to. Hello, Kate. Okay, let's unpack Michael Voss's tackle. What is going on? Hello, Bates. Hey, everyone. This is my best mate. He lives in Norway. Hello, mate. Miss you. Gonna cry on stream. Baz, what's up? Am I going to Brizzy? Mate, you wouldn't believe what I've done. I'm going to Brizzy. I also book flights to Sydney for the week after. Yep, I'm going. We're doing it. Analia, we're in between an energy of karmic backhand 7 p.m. for Cozzy and being open to other people's views and opinions 10 p.m. Well, I guess that's what Blue Abroad's here for. Kyle, I do love these streams. Hello, Kira. Oh, hello, Tori from Kira's YouTube account. And hello, Kira from Tori's YouTube account. That's funny. Yeah. Vossi tackling these hooligans this morning. What is it with us and magic? What is it? What is it with us and doing these magical, mystical things and these mystical stories? And Tori, you want to get in here? Oh, you're in. You coming to Sydney? Fantastic. Fantastic. When I saw the news, and I have a feeling some of you were the same. When I saw the news this morning that Vossi had tackled and put one of these kids or two of them under citizen's arrest, instantly my mind went to, yep. Not only does he talk about it, he is about it. Contest pressure. And there's just something in it, that little hook gives the group a little bit of a laugh, good vibes when he goes into the club, have a laugh about it, builds the energy, start getting a few players back, build the energy. I watched opening round today. That was fun. That was heaps of fun. Still don't really know how we came back from 46 down, if I'm honest. But what did you think when you saw it? So rev up. Stand by. Contest and pressure. What'd you do for lunch, Bossy? You know what I found interesting? The coffee order situation. First of all, a large latte with a sugar, not really my kind of cup of tea or cup of coffee, but you bet your bottom dollar, game day next week in Brisbane, I'm going to get a latte with one sugar. I'm going to do it just because we've all been told. We've all been shown the way. So we've got to fall in line. Slobber, you went and went back and watched the last game Bolton coach today. Well, that's pain. That's pain. Oh, hello, Tori.
Hello. Oh,
welcome to another installment of the Tribunal.
I love these streams. Oh my god.
They are pretty cool. They are pretty different.
No lasagna tonight though.
No lasagna. Come a long way, Torzy.
Cyclone.
What
Kira's
is that? Is that a cyclone?
Yeah. Kira's in the background, but she won't come on camera because she's in her pajamas.
Oh, same.
I just finished work, so.
Oh, how is?
It's good. It was pre-season game. Much fun. It's delayed on the TV. She's laughing. But no, work was good. Just getting the hang of like working a game night, but pre-season's pretty chill. So I had pretty good help of our dear friend Mark today.
Yes,
so
the great man. One of the greatest. So for those who are in the chat, I don't think the chat knows what you do. Are you allowed to tell us what you do? Or is that sensitive?
It's not conflict of interest to the footy world, thankfully. I got a job. The reason I moved to Melbourne at the NBL, so I'm social media coordinator. So just running socials for the night for the NBL channels. They had a preseason game.
For the NBL, you've gone from lasagna in a microwave on a tribunal stream.
In a gym to working in an NBL at Kira's house.
It's amazing. That's cool. Wow, we're all like aging together. Like we're all growing up.
Aging.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a long 2 years.
It has. It has. What are you doing for finals?
I'm actually going to be in the Gold Coast with the NBL on the Saturday, but don't think I'm going to be able to make it to the game just because there's a preseason game on that night. So I'll be, hopefully does not clash with times, but I will be watching it somewhere. And then the plan is to head to Sydney because obviously got mum and dad going.
Yeah.
They'll be going. So we'll head home try to head home for the semi in the Sydney if we win. When we
See you
win.
there. See
You
you
will.
there.
We're beating them. We're playing in Sydney.
You heard it here first. We're beating them and we're playing in Sydney, says Kira. This
What do you
rugby,
think the path is? What's the path?
it'll be there's like two parts of me that it's like we'll either play we're gonna play a prelim and it'll either be Port Adelaide in Adelaide and we'll beat them and it'll be funny because they got us in. Or it'll be Geelong at the G, and I think if we're at the G, it'll be... Well, it doesn't have to be. It can also... Who do they play in? Who would they play in the semi? Is it the Dogs or Hawthorn?
They would play... We just did this. Hang on. I'll show you right now. The tribunal is deliberating, by the way, for the Cozzy Pickett matter.
They haven't even started Owies yet.
No, they haven't started Owies yet. We're
Nice.
just here because
We could be here all night.
I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit worried that this will go to 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
I'll be gone. I have to go to work in the morning.
Yeah, fair. Let's just say that happens. We know that's going to happen. Let's just say that happens. Wait, so would you tip Port or Geelong in the first game?
Oh. I think you'd think Port because from home. And I just like Geelong have been playing good, but I don't think they've been playing as good. Maybe. But Port as well. It's a hard one.
If that's the case, then that'll obviously happen.
Really? Yeah.
Let's just say that happens.
Yeah.
It's such a long, torturous break from the Melbourne-based fans to have to wait to potentially a granny to get there. Can you imagine the pent-up frustration?
Just dropped my ice cream.
Are you just throwing cyclone around?
It just came crumbling down. Thank you, Kira.
It's okay.
Thanks, Kira.
Cyclone's a bit like how the final series will go. Yeah, it's a tough. How long has it been since there's been like this little amount of? Well, I know there's 3 of us, but home-based Melbourne finals.
True.
Because really, there's a chance. Say if Geelong do win, that the semi-finals are all interstate as well, right?
True.
And then there's a chance then for. Right, would it be that there's still a chance for no, at least one prelim will be in Melbourne. That's the case, I think.
One prelim could be in Melbourne if Geelong win their first qualifying final.
Yeah. But then the semis wouldn't both be, one of them would be in Melbourne anyway. So like it's either we'll have 2 interstate prelims or 2 interstate semis.
What if we play the Port Adelaide Power in a granny?
And after they let us into finals. Fabulous.
We won't be knocking them out. We'd just be beating them.
Yeah, that's okay.
Do we win it from 8th?
Can someone correct me in the chat? Has any team ever won the flag from 8th? Like any team? won the AFL Premiership from 8th?
Oops. I don't know what I just did.
It hasn't happened. You're right
Never?
there, mate.
Yeah, I'm good.
Dogs are the first team in history to make the grand final from 7th, so therefore never. Well, oh no, that was when they won it. Okay. Wow. Okay. It's we're up against it.
It's just one more step than we did last year. We just don't have a home final, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling myself.
And like, I just think we just have so many players coming back.
It could kind of only be us to do it.
Yeah. I think it's crazy that Dogs and Hawthorn are probably the two best in it right this second, and
Yeah.
we'll be without one of them by next week, end of next week. Like, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow. That is crazy.
It is. Because you,
We just
at
want,
very least, like, finishing the end of the season, you'd guess one of those would win it. How everyone, like, finished the last
Who would
round.
you prefer over Sydney and GWS?
Yeah, who would you prefer to... Did you hear it?
who would I rather play?
Yeah.
GWS. I mean, not because I'm scared of Sydney, but I've got business to take care of at Giant Stadium.
They're pushing to play it at the SCG. I heard a rumor.
Even if it was the Giants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that too.
Oh.
Rumor on the street for crowd purposes, but it's going to be Carlton mostly anyway, so I don't know what the difference
Yeah.
is. More
No,
for
I want to
Carlton.
go because there was an opportunity to potentially go to Giant Stadium earlier in the year, and I'm like, nah, it's not now.
Yeah, lucky you didn't.
Something just pulled me away from that one, and I
Well, it
felt the
was hot.
timing wasn't right, and I feel the timing is right now. I'm telling you, Port activated something.
Take the feelings. The feelings matter.
Got to go back. Got to resurrect. Got to get into the wound, heal it, move on.
Scary.
Hey, what do you think of Melbourne?
The city?
Yeah. What's your,
No, you meant the football club.
what's your summary of like your first, month here?
I have not had a day off. So
True.
hectic. Between job is great. Love my job. It's very fun. Office is a vibe. So between that and then we were looking at apartments on weekends, and then I was either at Coburg or at the footy the next day because I'm a Coburg supporter now, supposedly. I've just been here, there, and everywhere. But this weekend, I have a whole weekend. Oh, open training on Saturday, but other than that, whole weekend. Nothing.
True. Open training on Saturday is a good point.
Are you going to be there?
Absolutely, I'm going to be there.
Thank goodness.
Can't wait. Yeah. Finals training. It's like I think there's been a bit of frustration and fear, I think, over the last couple of months. And I think now I know it probably still is a little bit there, but we're in it. So, finals fever kicks in and we can, I don't know, get there on Saturday and hopefully feel some energy.
It's giving a little bit of, what was the open training? It's not the one before the prelim. There was an open training and it just was, I think it was the one before the Sydney final.
It must have been the one before Sydney. Yeah,
and
doing the bye.
I wasn't there, but I remember the Wanderings and it was just like a buzz. Like, Icon has never shined brighter than that day. So
shine bright like a diamond.
Stars aligning. See, there's many things.
I'm like, genuinely, Voss has made my day today. Like,
yeah, Vossies.
That alone, we're winning the flag.
It's the Lib guy's birthday today, Brando's birthday. So I took him to breakfast. I had the morning off work. And we were sitting in the cafe and I was actually on the phone to Jazz and Brando just turns the phone and makes me read it. And I was cackling, like laughing in the cafe that Vossi has just tackled someone. And Jazz goes, is it that fake Tom Brown account? Like, be for real. He has not just done that. And I was like, no, girl, like, I'm pretty sure it's real. And then it's popped up everywhere. And the funniest thing I've seen.
Can you imagine how much being tackled by Vossi would hurt?
The guy had a knife.
Yeah, the kid had a knife on him.
Like, he's tackling, and I mean, let's be honest, we're all frustrated with the way things have played out. I reckon he would be too. So there's a little bit of extra anger in that.
He just wants to take, like, hoping someone got footage of it and take it back to the boys and just be like, see this?
Yeah.
More. The was it the contest and pressure? The video they put up. Oh, that was so funny.
It's very good by the club. That was very good.
By the club.
Very clever.
Very quick. They were very quick on it.
No,
But
they were very quick-witted.
He's a muscly guy. Like, he goes in the gym with the boys. He knows what he's doing.
Well, if you look at his traps, these muscles, like his neck muscles, it's like do you know who Brock Lesnar is?
No.
Oh. Well, whatever. You know what? How about I just show you?
You want me to? I was gonna say, do you want me to Google it?
No, I'll show you. Oh, I've got the perfect photo. Hang on.
Uh-oh. I've activated Siri on my laptop.
Brock Lesnar. Look at the trap muscle.
Oh yeah, okay, I get you. I didn't know who that was.
I understand.
Oh my god, I'm gonna make a Brock Lesnar themed video with Vossi. Okay, great. There's our first bit of creativity for the show.
Love this.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to get a different setup going if we're going to be here a while.
Yeah, what are you doing? Are you holding the phone?
No, it's on my laptop, but it's on my work laptop. My work laptop's only logged into the NBL YouTube, so that wasn't happening.
Does the NBL YouTube subscribe to Blue Abroad?
It's not a question you meant to ask me. I don't have that kind of power. I could, but I don't. Okay.
Yeah. What did you make of Sunday? What did you make of the Saints game?
We're story time.
Yes.
Fine. We'll fix my setup soon. So, we pre-game wandered. It was great. My video of wandering will come out probably tomorrow. I just have to edit it, which is a train on the way to work, tomorrow's job. Pre-game coming out tomorrow. We did the pasta giveaway again. Handed out some pasta. Go watch that video. It's very funny. Hannah edited it. Jazz and Hannah was just throwing pasta at people, which was great. Vibes were high. We did another what has been your favourite moment of the season. Spoiler alert, a lot of just Patrick Cripps, full stop, which is so fair. We did that. We headed inside early. We had a champagne. We sat down in our seats, which we sat one row in front of the exact same spot we sat in for the Carlton Port game last year, where we won by 50 points.
Yep.
It was my favourite game of long time because it was before my... Anyways, we sat and so we were like, we've got such good vibes today. We were absolutely buzzing. And I don't think I was ever scared. I was never worried until...
12 seconds to go?
Yep. And even then, I'm like, they can kick it out of the middle. Someone can mark it. They can kick it. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. And then they didn't. And it wasn't fine. And so it was Kira, me, Brando, and we all just went, and we all started crying.
Oh, that's tough.
We were crying. Like, there was tears. And then we had some other shenanigans go down and whatever. And then we went and we laid on the ground for kick to kick. And we just laid there looking at the roof of Marvel.
Wait, what kick to kick? There was kick to kick?
Yeah. And there was no post-game wandering because the weather was so horrific. So we just went and we just laid on the ground. And just took it all in. And then we said, you know what?
Rally.
Time to drink. So we walked out of Marvel. The weather was horrific, so we only went to, what was the bar called again?
Friends of Fire.
Friends with?
Friends of.
Friends of
Friends
Fire.
of Fire. Yeah.
Under Marvel. We sat there with a couple of Carlton supporters. The Freo game was... Good night. The Freo game was glitching on the TV. It was actually frozen because the weather was that bad. So we just said, you know what, it's fine. It'll be on eventually. We probably didn't pay attention until the halftime, and then we were watching. But at 3/4 time, me, Brando, Kira, and our friend Jasper sat there. We held hands and we prayed. We held hands around the table and we prayed. And then there was 6 minutes to go of the Port game, and it was looking like it was done, but, you know, anything can happen in footy. And the DJ at this bar starts playing September. Dancing in September.
We lost it.
Me and Kira were like, holy crap, we've gotten up, we've run over to the DJ booth to dance in front of it. In the same moment, Jazz has FaceTimed me, so I've answered FaceTime, set it up, and we're just dancing to Dancing in September. Probably a little bit tipsy at this point. And Jazz is just like, how are you? Like, aren't you nervous? Like, what are you doing? She ends up hanging up on me because I wasn't listening to her. And then we've gone and sat back down. Oh, we haven't sat back down because then there's now like 3 minutes to go. And the entire bar starts singing the Carlton theme song.
Wow.
So we join in. There is video documentation of all of this, by the way.
Is that going on the Wandering?
It won't be, but it may go on TikTok at some stage. We start singing the Carlton theme song. Someone else had started it. Is that the final siren or the other one? Oh, that was the final siren. Anyways, he kicks the goal, whatever. Game's locked. We count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Keep going.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we scream, and then me and Kira start. We started the Carlton theme song once the siren had gone. So we sung that again. We stayed for a couple of hours and danced the night away, and then we went home, and the worst day ever turned into one of the greatest footy memories we probably have, which is crazy.
So wild. I went to had lunch beforehand, and the number 12 was on my table, like it was table 12. And I remember thinking at the time, like, oh, well, that's interesting. I wonder if this means anything because DeConing's not playing. And then when Higgins kicked the goal, there was 12 seconds left when the bounce was about to happen. I thought, 12 seconds to go. I saw this happening. We're about to win the game.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I thought they touched it. I don't remember who was on the line, but I actually thought they touched it.
Well,
and I was like, there's no way that's not touched.
Wiedering came from out of bounds to inbounds, and Lewis Young was sort of coming from inbounds to out, and just, I don't know.
Anyways, we still made finals.
Yeah.
It was the hard way around it, but we're there. It was an interesting night. I think the emotions, I said this earlier today, the emotions of the whole day replicated the weather. Like, our vibes were so high, the weather was so warm and nice leading up to the game. Then the thunderstorm happened, and the weather when we left the ground felt like how we felt that we had just lost. And then when we walked out after the Port game, like, the rain had cleared, the weather was like, it wasn't that cold. It was nice, and it was just like full circle of the day, really. Crazy stuff. And I just kept saying, all we have to do is make it, because the players we get back next week, like, they're the players you never want to not have in your team, and we get them all back, which is crazy.
Yeah. The optimist in me says we get them back. They're rested. They've got their spring back.
I reckon Harry and Charlie probably both could have played this weekend, but there was just pushing it. Like, you don't want to make it worse. Yeah.
So to get them back and to get them fresh, and also with a little bit of fear in them as well, because like sitting down and watching would have been torture, especially when you think that you've lost your season and, a rest earlier in the year or an opportunity that you didn't take early in the year comes back into your mind. Like, yeah, I just hope it's the scare they need. You know what I realized? Like, when I watched the game today, the opening round today, I realized It's been months since we've watched the team play, and they're be like really good. Like it's been months. Like the last time we were really good was after maybe Richmond or Geelong.
A Geelong game, like Richmond aren't the best team in the world, are they? But that Geelong game, the respects round, is just like that was many people's favourite moment. Like that's just a game that I wasn't there, but it like even watching it, I was just like, holy crap, we're so winning the flag.
Yep.
I don't know what happened after that, but holy crap, I think we're still winning the flag.
Oh. It's the hope. It's the hope. The
Hope
tribunal is still deliberating for Cozzy Pickett.
We're going to be here for a while.
We're going to be here for a while. Yes. Hey, Petrarca, thoughts?
As long as it's not for Harry. Kira's saying no. Altogether, no?
No,
Not at all?
I'm not convinced. I apologise. I know it's really annoying that you guys can all hear my voice. I am not convinced that he can come back the player he was. Like, we're not talking about like an ACL or like a broken ankle. Like, we're talking about like a traumatic. And I don't necessarily think it's actually the injury. I'm not sure if mentally he wants to go back to that place where.
Like, is he going to be going as hard as he
I
was,
just don't know if he
playing
can
the
go
way
back
he
there.
was?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the footage of him at like Melbourne trainings and stuff, but the significant weight and muscle loss that he's had, and obviously someone can build that back up, but it's significantly, he looks like a completely different build.
I don't know, I just think like, and I know they're completely different things to discuss, but the way Doc spoke after his cancer treatment about trying to get back, and the way Petrarca is speaking on
Track
getting
slots
back,
are more about
they're not
the same.
any worlds close together. Like
It's a good
Doc
point.
saying, I'm getting back, I'm going to be 100%, whereas I'm not convinced on track.
Fair.
There you go.
Fair.
There you go.
Yep.
I haven't really
Skills.
been listening to the media of all the extra outside noise about who's going why and how we would get him and all that stuff. But like, it's just stories at the end of the day.
It is just stories at the end of the day. I look at some of the other names that are floating around, like Lukosius. I wouldn't mind a bit of him. I don't know if it's possible, but I am obsessed with Brent Daniels. I love him as a player. I don't think he's I think he's about to enter superstar status, and the price might be too high. I was a big Jamie Cripps fan 5 years ago, and I was always saying about Jamie Cripps. I think Brent Daniels is the new version of Jamie Cripps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look, listen. Petrarca's Petrarca.
He is.
I mean, if you
And he's that half forward that is just like,
yeah,
probably the best half forward in the comp at his best. Like, at his fittest. Like, he's like ripped our team apart. Like, I just think about that Melbourne game. Was it earlier this year?
Like, at his fittest.
Amazing. We're still just waiting for the Cozzy Pickett matter to finish. We're going to have live updates here when Owies starts.
The TV.
Was that me on the TV?
It was me. She's watching us.
Oh,
And just the sound came out of nowhere. What was I saying? I don't
track.
remember.
Trauma. Track.
Oh, that game where he single-handedly kicked Melbourne back into the game.
Mm-hmm.
I just think of that. Like, he can just turn a game on its head. And I kind of had a moment of, like, where would he go? But, like, Breno made a really good point to me this morning that, like, he's a half forward. Like, he goes to half forward. That's where we would put him, and that's where he would play, and he would dominate in that area that you have your Cripper in the middle, but running a track through there wouldn't hurt. like a midfielder that can kick goals. A
It's
half
the
forward.
midfielder that kicks goals. That's the thing that is tempting because they're hard to find. They're really hard to find. But look, it's not really something we can do much
I
about
have
until
full
season's
trust
over.
in Austin and what he does. Full trust.
In who?
Nick Austin. Phone's gone. This is why I need to change my setup. Tell me this isn't typical Tory on stream.
I was about to say this is classic Tory.
I just wasn't prepared. I was too excited. I have to go get my other laptop. Oh,
No, that's
dang it.
okay.
It's fine. Actually,
Yeah.
bear with me. I
Yeah,
might
go
just
for it.
see if I can swap it over.
Yeah, swap it over. Hey, if anyone else wants to join in, here's the link.
Oh, good. He's just putting it in the chat.
We are
Cool.
still waiting for the Owies matter to start. It's his latest update was that the tribunal was deliberating. So,
Ooh.
and then 20 minutes ago, the same update was the tribunal was still deliberating. So, we shall see. Hey, Lewis.
Hey guys, how are we?
We're good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, all right.
Evan, how are you, mate?
Yo, people,
Ready for a marathon?
let's do this. We're back.
Yeah, let's do it.
Apparently, oh, guys,
What?
check this out. The Gridley's Carlton themed.
Oh,
I thought for a second there you'd already mocked up your Brock Lesnar photo.
No.
I actually can't wait for that. That's gonna be awesome.
Can you please name me a player who has played for Carlton and has also been All-Australian?
Sam Doherty.
Yeah.
Okay. We need
I'm not really good at these guessing games, but I'll try.
54 possible answers.
Not Jacob Wiedering.
Not
Not
Jacob
Jacob
Wiedering.
Wiedering. Corey, are you ready? No.
He should be. I'm telling this right now. He should be Australian. Jacob Wiedering.
I reckon the answer here is Mark Murphy.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Good call.
Oh, Sam Jacobs, good call.
Oh, there
Hey,
we go.
Tori.
I was like, he hasn't added me back in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Tori, a random Carlton player that's been All-Australian. Sam Jacobs is a good call because he was All-Australian outside of our club.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm going to do it.
Oh, true. The ones that
he
leave.
never... What? He wasn't
Wait, does it have to
Australian.
be in Carlton? Does it have to be like in Carlton?
No. Wait, was he not Australian?
I swear it was at least 1 year, right?
Nah,
Yeah.
Murphy. So when in doubt, just go with Murph.
Yeah,
We need
4%.
someone who has played a game for Carlton and taken 12 plus marks in a game. No, the Matt Owies Tribunal has not started yet. We are still waiting.
12 plus marks in the game. That's heaps.
Side note, the last column's so easy.
No grand finals. Well, there's a lot.
The finals.
105 possible answers. Gibbs for sure did it. Oh, Brett Thornton.
I loved Brett Thornton. I don't know why.
Oh, yes.
What about Jamo?
Jamo? Okay. Michael Jamison. Did he ever take 12 marks in a game? That's a great answer. That is a
Of course
great answer.
he did.
Love
Let's
Jamo.
go for the most obscure Carlton player who's pretty much played one game, no grand finals. I think I have the answer.
Oh,
I'm
who
gonna
was that
go
guy that used to play for Brisbane?
Pardon?
Oh, he played in one of the Brisbane's three-peat grand finals, and he played for us. Didn't play many games though.
Richard Hadley?
Richard Bloody Hadley.
Well, he played in the Grannies, no?
Yeah, he played in the Brisbane Grand Final.
Well, we're looking for people who have not played, never played in the Granny.
Okay, sorry.
What's another road Carlton player?
So everyone. Cam Paulson.
We're going to go Luke Mitchell. Yeah, 0.1.
Nice.
All right, a Jacob Wiedering teammate who has been All-Australian. There's 9 possible answers.
Well,
Has Liam Jones ever been an Australian?
No.
Oh,
we're thinking Doc. We're thinking
what,
Judd.
Doc, he wouldn't have been with Judd. He wouldn't have played with Judd.
what, I think Cripps should be an Australian.
You would have
Cripps,
played with Judd.
Charlie.
Cripps, Charlie,
No,
Harry. Cripps, Charlie, Harry, Doc.
Betts.
Eddie Betts.
Right.
Oh, that's good call.
Yeah, because Eddie Betts was in All-Australian before.
Yeah, I don't think it has to be. They don't need to do it at the same time.
The answer is Dale Thomas.
Oh, Daisy. Fuck.
Yeah,
Daisy.
It's not bad.
that's good.
He looks funny like that.
We need a Jacob Wiedering teammate who took
Mitchell McGovern.
12 marks in a game. Okay.
I don't know him yet. Surely Mitchell's taken 12 marks.
Jeremy Laidlaw.
Laidlaw was way before Wiedering.
Well, it was here. I'm
I
getting
don't
my.
think he ever played.
You're getting your errors mixed up.
I'm reaching.
Does Liam Jones count? David Turner.
Yeah.
It does. So we've got 25 possible answers.
Not Rogan.
I just do believe Liam Jones
Yeah, but
may
I
be the player.
feel like Liam Jones is a bit too obvious, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't think he would have got 12 marks, but Kieran Byrne? Just for an obscure one?
anyone too. Like,
But he needs to have taken 12 marks in a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. But here's the thing, I don't remember Liam Jones taking 12 marks in the game. I just believe that he took 8 to 10 marks. That's what I believe. I don't think he took 12 plus marks.
There's 25 players, so that's quite a few. What's a real obscure one there?
What? Oh, Levi Casbolt is another player, but
I don't know if he took 12 marks in a game.
I just don't believe it as well. He took some big marks though.
Cade? Not bad.
Cade. Not bad
All
at
right.
all.
Jacob Wiedering teammate that did not play in a grand final. All
Oh,
of them.
so many.
All of them, mate.
So many.
Cam Paulson.
I'd just go like it. I was gonna say like someone that's barely played a game.
Philby.
It works.
So we need someone who made the. So this is obviously not Carlton related. Someone who made the All-Australian squad who has been in the team before.
All Australian who's been in.
So Doc. Is it just the squad?
How many
The
is how
squad
many
from
people
this
is
year. So the 40-man squad from this year.
Mm.
this doesn't have to be Carlton though, does it?
No, it doesn't. Oof.
Gotta check out the squad.
Yeah.
Can't get a look at the squad.
Yeah, same here.
Oh,
Who's the most random one? Bont, Wiedering, no. Nick Dacos was Dylan Moore All Australian? No,
No, he wasn't.
Stengel. We'll go Stengel.
Alright.
Yeah, that's good. So someone from the squad who's taken 12 plus marks in a game.
I still haven't found the squad.
Yeah, someone get the squad up.
Oh, okay, I have it. 12 plus.
Tribunal
marks.
is still deliberating. Stewart is not in the squad. Harry's not in the squad. Sorry, Harry is in the squad.
He is.
Zorko
There's
would have
still
done
one
it.
gone.
Yeah. Hayden Young. Oh, has Hayden Young taken 12 marks in a game? Great. Who was that?
That was a great answer.
Gab. Well done. All Australian squad with no grand final appearances.
The whole
Hayden, yeah.
Carlton list, the whole.
The whole Carlton, yeah.
Well, pretty much most of the squad, no?
Well, most
Damn,
of the
but
squad.
Matthew's there.
Most of the squad.
Harry Sheasel.
Yeah, she's.
She's all damper over him. Wait, did he get the nom?
There
Wait.
Nice.
you go.
Nice.
Got a few more to add. Hello, everyone.
Lucinda Beachy.
Beachy,
Yeah.
how are you, mate?
Good, mate. Self?
Yeah, we're going all right. We haven't really begun just yet, but we're going all right. How are you?
Yeah, just another day of work done, and now to see if we can get another one off.
Absolutely.
I have a
Lucinda?
feeling we will.
Lucinda, how are you?
I am very good.
Great.
I'm
Are you ready
trying
for a
to pace
marathon?
myself.
Wait, what's the feeling of how long this is going to take?
What time is it?
It's 9:30
9:30.
p.m.
All right. Well, if Owies is even on tribunal by 10:30, maybe 2. If it's after 11, 4 in the morning. No, I'm joking. I have no idea, to be honest.
Wait,
Does he get the good guy defense?
I don't know.
No anymore.
I don't think he has to rely on that, because wasn't there a similar incident in the same game that didn't even get looked at, that they can just say F you, what the F?
Yeah, it
I
was
think
Liam
there was one
Jones.
from the week before with
Mm.
I saw a
Yeah.
great tweet which sums up exactly what I think we need to be looking at here.
Mhm.
This is it. This is how you show up to the tribunal. Shout out to the back pocket AU.
Yep. Perfect.
Do now.
Absolutely.
There's one. Now this was classified as medium impact and was
Oh,
reduced to low. So it went through the process.
Mhm.
Oh, there's another one.
Exhibit B, members of the jury.
Oh, there's another one. Liam
That was
Jones.
all right. Yeah.
Number 3,
Jones got off as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
got a fine.
Got off.
Got
Got
a
a
fine. So, which is good. I think it's the right call, actually.
And that's the Bedford one from earlier in the year.
Right. That's the one they got to go off, I reckon. Similar tackle, right?
Yeah.
Look, there's no such thing as precedent and using precedent in the tribunal. You
No.
can try.
It's a lottery, mate.
It's a lottery.
It's roulette.
Yeah.
Mm.
Russian
The tribunal is still
specifically.
deliberating.
Hmm.
Cosy Pickett going to start another year on the sidelines, it looks like.
Hmm.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. What's your gut feel, guys, as to what it's going to be?
Yeah,
I think Owies will get off free, because I don't believe that he didn't mean to hit his head. It was just the momentum of the tackle that made it hit his head, because the way
Yeah.
his knees was going to the ground and bang hit his head. So I believe Owies can get off free.
Higgins got up, played the game out, no test.
Yeah.
But
Still
again,
doesn't change the fact that it was holding the ball call missed, but, we live to fight another day.
Mhm.
yeah,
I think it's just straightforward. Medium down to low. Get
Yeah.
a fine.
Yeah.
Tori, what do you think?
I think he'll get off just Carlton lawyers. That's
yeah,
my literally
brown paper bags.
just Carlton.
So the
lawyers.
reason why we're the second one is because we only confirmed that we were going to appeal today, whereas Cozzy was already lined up and scheduled. So, yeah.
Yeah. I
Any
still
of
don't
you
get
guys
it though, because
Do you want to give your
I'm
input
sorry to go.
on if Matthew Owies should get suspended?
Is that Kira?
No, he should not.
No, it's not. Hello.
This is
Hi.
Tara. This is Kira's sister.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Good, how are you? But we actually don't want her opinion because she's an Essendon supporter.
Oh,
Sorry, Terry. And the fans watching.
No, that's okay. You can be here.
fine.
Yeah.
We've got a long night ahead of us, so
Unfortunately, I think you're right, Terry.
yeah.
Or fortunately, as the case may be. I'm still remembering the Boyd stream and how much fun I had, so bring it on.
Any of you going to Brisbane for the game?
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, going overseas.
You what?
Going overseas.
You're going to
Oh, lucky.
Bali? Was it Bali?
Cambodia.
Cambodia. That's right. I remember.
Can I just say
What
right now? Can I say right now, Tess? It's not my fault that Kana going back because I came back.
No, mate, it's not your fault. Ev, what are you doing in Cambodia?
I've got some family over there, so just a nice holiday. It's been a while since I left the country, so I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be like 30 degrees in Brisbane.
How long are you there for?
5 months.
Wow.
What?
Okay.
Not
Yeah,
big.
long stint.
Oh, that's so good. And then you just come back for the footy season.
Yeah, I think I've timed it pretty well.
Oh my God, that's brilliant. That's the dream. Footy season, and then the day it all ends, you just leave.
I mean, when you're in Melbourne and you're just waiting for the footy to come back around anyway, so
Yeah,
Hmm.
I understand.
I'm definitely not going back overseas next year. I can't do it anymore. I just can't.
Yes, you can.
No, I just can't. I don't want to do it anymore next year. It's too time for me. I'm just gonna stay in Melbourne. Just focus on my studies and go through another Carlton season.
Go through another Carlton season. Ugh.
And potential premierships.
Hey, David Zeta. David Zeta has proposed a trade.
Oh,
Here
shit.
we go.
give it to us.
Go on.
What?
What?
I didn't hear what you said.
David Zeta has proposed a trade on Twitter. So Carlton get Christian Petrarca. Melbourne get a tribunal result. Who says no?
Yes.
Funny.
Done deal.
Oh, dear.
That's good.
That's great.
You guys are all on edge. It's so funny. We haven't even started, guys. Come on.
Oh,
Oh, that's great.
That was funny.
Yeah. Hey,
Speaking
what was
of,
for dinner?
Are you asking me or everyone?
Everyone, what was for dinner?
I'll go last.
Kira made me chicken Kiev, sweet potato fries, and pasta salad
Nice.
because I was working. She just
Someone
put it next.
likes me.
I know. I'm very lucky.
I just ate pasta and garlic bread. That's all I ate.
Pasta and garlic bread.
Yep.
Hey, Ted.
I had a margarita pizza and some mac and cheese croquettes.
That's living.
I'm actually trying to remember. Okay, I do. We had boneless, I think chicken thighs, yep. And I think it might have been wine that was homemade, I'm not sure. Broccoli, and they had a few other things. Yeah.
Great.
Nice. Evan?
Tuna mornay.
What?
Tuna mornay?
You can just click the purple button. But you
Like a tuna bake, if you will.
Tuna
Oh,
mornay.
okay.
Oh, tuna mornay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yum.
It's good.
Just for those. I mean, I didn't know off the top of my head what tuna mornay was. That's tuna mornay.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Tez,
All right.
Yeah.
have you ever noticed
Yeah.
how similar?
Oh, no way.
Hey.
Harry.
No, I haven't.
I know we made a point of it when you first changed it that it kind of looked like a footy but basketball-ish, but I couldn't work out why until they were next to each other.
Oh
I
wow.
think I've just uncovered a real funny secret.
Is that one of
about
those
the
subconscious things? It's like when you write a song, you're like, this song's so good, and then you hear the song that you ripped off. For those that are songwriters. So.
I think it's more just like the font is so similar too. I just didn't realize.
Interesting. Wow. Well, I am a basketballer at heart.
Cease and desist, buddy.
Yeah.
Terry, we gonna go watch some basketball games this season?
I would love to. I would love to.
I can organize it. I think.
Do we get like VIP? Like what's the go?
Well, you're an influencer. Maybe we can get you in the Reebok seats.
Oh, I would love to go to the Reebok seats. What do I got to do?
I'll put your name forward. We'll see how it goes.
Great.
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Because they think they're gonna run a competition of getting. I don't know if this is top secret information. I probably should. They may be running a competition to get fans in it, but it's usually just influencers that they put in there.
Can I not be called an influencer?
Yeah, that's fine. Celebrities. Carlton royalty. We have 2 friends that work at the NBL. Surely we have some type of pool.
Surely something. No, like
Sure.
influencer has just a weird connotation to it, you know?
Terry, you influenced me to start a podcast. I'd call you an influencer.
There you go.
The besties wouldn't exist without you.
You're just a truthful one.
A what?
Truthful one. You stay
I thought you said a truth former.
No, you say true.
Hey, question. If the AFL created a service where you would pay $5 to tune into the tribunal stream from the room, would you pay $5 to watch?
Probably.
Depending on the tribunal, yes.
Yeah, so like you would pay
Mm.
for individual. So like tonight, if the Owies Tribunal session was available and you had to pay $5 to watch it from the room and hear what was being said, would you pay?
Yeah.
Tonight, probably not, but like Patrick Cripps 2022,
Oh,
yes.
the Cripple one.
I'd probably
wouldn't
pay
you
$50
love
to
to know?
watch the Cripple one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd
You would
pay
love
$50
to know what was
now
said.
to watch it back.
You'd love to see the lawyers in action to see how they actually get it done.
The transparency would be worth it.
Exactly.
Like the actual methodology.
Like, why not? Can't be just David Zeta.
Because like right now we're in this really weird part in history where we're doing a watch along for a tribunal matter, but we're using live tweets from a guy that he's really just doesn't. I don't know if he really wants to
That's
be
his
there.
job, right?
Yeah, but
He
like
is
he's
the
like
tribunal guy.
he's half into it. He's half trying to be funny. It's like, can someone be there and verbatim tell us what is being said?
I just want to see what suit they're wearing.
Yeah, I want video footage.
Yeah.
Is
It
that the
must be more
lower side of
easy to
you,
know what's
Terry,
going
that
on.
wants to like see that side of it too, though?
No, I think it's just interesting. I think, yeah.
Like, I probably don't find it interesting, but I don't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So if we weren't doing a watch along, if we weren't like hanging out and like had like a little social event here, what would your normal activity be?
I either wouldn't be paying attention or waiting for David Zeta to tweet.
That's fair.
One of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most likely that too. Probably YouTube on in the background, but
Mm.
Well, sometimes it takes a while for him to treat. Like I want to know what's going on. Like instead of just like waiting and waiting and waiting for a response on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Do you think it'll be a short one this time around, though? Can't be like the Boyd one. I think it's pretty straight cut, this one.
My hope is that they've gone through this long, arduous one with Cozzy Pickett, that by the time they start with us, they just kind of want to get it over and done
Wrap
with.
it up.
Yeah, like I can't be bothered. They're like, yeah, go through, bugger off.
What happens if it gets? What's your cutoff time, ladies and gents that are watching as well? What's your cutoff time where you're like, you know what, whatever, I'll see you tomorrow.
Fat chance, all the way. I think this mug can come in now.
You what?
It's all about the journey. Yeah.
The other
Like
one is
a
actually.
horse.
See, these are for finals, but I mean, why not have it for fucking tribunals as well? I mean, this kind of works. If I can get it there. Yeah.
Keep calm and
Keep
don't
calm and don't be
stress.
stressed.
Yeah.
These are so old. Borders was still around when I got them. That's where I
But
got them
listen,
from.
this is kind of football club, so no matter what happens, we're always gonna be stressed out. So it's just alcohol.
Yeah,
That's why
that's pretty much accurate.
What about? Oh, is it another game? I don't really want to play games. Jay Baggers, hello. Have we spoken about our fearless coach? Yeah, we have spoken about our fearless coach.
He probably.
Inspiration.
I think to me, Voss should get a video about him tackling someone. I think like that is what the players need to be inspired.
Blake Salerno, I'm watching from Germany. Lived here for 3 years now. So this channel really helps keep me going. Thanks, mate. That's so cool. Guys, have you ever been in a situation that Vossi was in today? Have you ever had to do something like that? Have you like fight or flight? Like, so, I'm trying to imagine you running. Pardon?
No.
When I was young, me and a few friends from school had to pull an old lady that fell down on the train tracks.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't believe so.
It's not quite the same, but you know.
Not for me. I don't believe so.
Yeah, I don't think to this extent. No.
He just feels like he's brave.
Well,
not everyone's Vossy.
Blake triggered a memory. I'm going to tell you a story. I went to Berlin in 2017, Christmas. Was it start of 16? Start of 16. Yeah, sorry, end of 16, Christmas, right? Was in Berlin, and I went to get some Valium from this corner where you go. It wasn't for me. And the guy like said, "Oh, it'll be whatever, however many euros." And I had my wallet. It was actually my ex-girlfriend's wallet, and it had our passports and everything in there. And he mugged me. He stole it out of my hands and started sprinting. And I like panicked in the moment. I literally just froze. I'm like, "Oh, well, this isn't happening." And I had to chase him because everything was there. Passport, money, cards, everything. And we were flying out in 1 or 2 more days' time. And I had to run after him and chase after him. And he's running me into these like alleyways. And then it all opened up into like the main road. It was like a scene out of a movie. I thought I was going to die. And then he ran across the road and he tripped over the curb. And mate, there's something special about being able to give someone the karma that they deserve.
And Terry's fucking tall. So.
Yeah. And it was so cold as well. And I was wearing the best boots, like these big, thick boots. And I got him. And I got him good. I'll just leave it at that.
You got him, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Got him good. Yeah.
Street, baby. The streets, don't forget.
Streets don't forget. Yeah. But it was just such this instant moment of like anything can happen.
Like that's always a scary thing when you're traveling abroad. It's like that one moment where, you know, you're having the greatest time to, your whole world's unraveling.
Yeah. Has anyone else got any, maybe not like fight stories, but just, you know, travel stories?
Oh, I've got a few, but
Depends
how many do you want to go?
Am I actually abroad? I was when I started the channel. Oh, you're new. Welcome. Yeah. I'm in Melbourne now. Jim had a similar situation in Vietnam. He got pressed by 8 people. Little did they know he's a black belt and amateur MMA fighter. Took the 8v1 and walked away without a scratch. That's what I'm talking about. Talking about, Jim.
That deserves one of these. That's absolutely well done.
Yeah.
They're usually in Southeast Asia. They're so good at pickpocketing, you don't even notice they do it. Which I've had happen to me.
Give us one of your travel stories, Evan.
I don't know. There's a few. Just trying to think of something that's appropriate. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing really comes to mind straight away.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite travel story? Like, as in, like experience. One of your favorites.
Oh, just traveling around California with my best friend was probably one of my highlights because, perfect weather, perfect vibes, strong weed. I don't know. Yeah. California. It seems that California seems to cop a lot of hate. We had the best time, man. I met a bunch of celebrities. Just that's the whole thing. I had a friend who actually lived in Hollywood, and you've just gone to the street, and they're literally just celebrities. You go to a pub, there's a celebrity. It's great. I met Glenn Danzig. Do any of you know who Glenn Danzig is?
Glenn.
Misfit.
Hang on.
He gets very memed.
Danzig. Oh, he's got long black hair.
Yeah, he used to be the singer of a band called the Misfits.
Okay.
Met him. Met Tony Hawk.
Does he have?
He gets memed a lot.
Yeah. Does he? He doesn't have a neck.
He does not have a neck. He's
Right.
a short little tank. Yeah.
Oh, right.
He shook my hand without even looking at my face. It was awesome.
Oh, cool. Lucinda,
Finding
any
out-
travel stories?
Well, in 2002, did Germany, Austria, and France with school. So, I'd probably say the castles were probably the best, and the Mercedes Museum. There was a lot of Bond-like cars, even though they weren't Aston Martins, obviously, but the doors up to here and whatever. It was pretty cool. Neuschwanstein's probably the prettiest, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will add another.
Evan, yeah.
2013. I found that I had a breakup. It was very sad. I'm like, okay, I just need to kind of get away. Best place to go, New Zealand, South Island. I spent a month just traveling around the South Island. Oh, if anything's going to take your mind off that kind of situation, it's just being in. It's the most beautiful place on earth. I love New Zealand. I'm half Kiwi, so I'm a bit biased, but yeah.
Okay. So after 3 hours, Keziah Pickett's 3-match ban has been upheld. He will miss the opening 3 games of the 2025 season. So, guys, we're probably a water break away from the tribunal starting.
Perfect.
Not too
Cool.
bad.
Started. We're an hour in. Nice.
All that there. Yeah.
So,
Ironically, I actually think that is the one time because he was a bit unlucky. I mean, yeah, he's got a history, but that one was a bit unfortunate.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, both of them went down, and he's managed to hit him in the head, and the rest has written itself. To be
Yeah.
honest,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate, but
This one?
So, yeah, if you've just tuned in, we can only assume that the Owies Tribunal will start while we're already an hour and 10 in. Does this count towards the stream? Yeah, of course it does.
it does. It does.
Going back to Costa Rica,
Good memory.
What was
going
that,
back
Lewis?
to Costa Rica,
Yeah.
do you think the AFL, when a player gets concussed, and if it's a tackle or suspended like Costa Pickett, I think Jason Moore getting concussed and not playing for the rest of the game, I think that's fair enough for being suspension. But when a player plays a full game like Jack Higgins, after the Owies tackle, but still plays a full game. Do you think like that's not worthy of suspension because he played the full game?
So I think it's a good question when it comes to the topic of impact,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So also what we're talking about is essentially, are we looking at the action or the consequence of the action? Like, do we want to ban the action or do we want to ban it only when there's a bad consequence? So I think because Higgins got up, played along, and kicked the game-winning goal, I don't know if medium impact is the right way to grade this. I think it's the right way to initially grade it, but because he continued to play on, I think you could make a case. And I think that's what we're going to do, that it should be low impact.
I think I'm with you when it comes to intent. Like, if it's incidental, surely we should be looking at it through a different lens. Because how many footy acts are just kind of incidental? And then you've seen people get rubbed out for things which are just kind of incidental, and you're thinking, hang on, is the pendulum swung too far that way?
Well, I mean, look, I do think it needed to be cited personally. I actually look at this very similar to the Dangerfield one on Sam Walsh.
Yeah.
I thought it needed to at least go through the process.
See, that one, I don't know how that one was downgraded to medium, because my whole thing, which nobody seemed to mention, was Dangerfield's whole body left the ground, which means the whole weight of his body was coming down on Walsh. So, and Walsh had zero way to like protect himself. I don't know how that one was downgraded.
Yeah.
Well, it comes back to what was the impact? You know, was he concussed? Was he a back pocket? AU followed me back on Twitter.
Yeah. I think you just need to look at the inconsistencies of what's going on in the AFL so far when it comes to these things. Like, I know, like, a lot of people saying we need to protect the head, but, you know, it just comes with what needs to be talked about when it comes to it. I mean, are we talking about the action, like you said, or the intent of the consequences that are involved in?
Yep. Hey, question. I've also noticed that when I put a comment up, Liam Stocker shows up on the left-hand side of the screen.
Oh, my God. I don't miss him.
Are Carlton a better side with Fantasia in?
I just noticed.
What do the numbers say? Have we won more games when he's been in? I think we have.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
We have, but it only means that we finish 8th with him in it, whereas we finish outside the 8th with him not in the side. So really,
he's become the quickest scapegoat I've seen. Like, I thought he was going to get a lot more love from the faithful, but it has not panned out that way. And, you know, that's like fair criticism where it's due, but, you know, he's done some really good things also. Yeah. So, I think maybe people were expecting him to be like, you know, kicking 3 goals a game kind of thing. Or, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've seen this now. This is from blues.afl on Instagram. We're 9-5 with Oranzio Fantasia. We're 4-5 without him. I reckon it took us a good 2 to 3 months on the rating show
to figure out what his role was. I remember Tommy was like legit, like, I don't know what his role is. But then when he kind of got around to it, it's like, hang on, I get it, because then we were trying to fill those shoes and it wasn't kind of happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Owies Tribunal hearing has begun.
Great.
We are officially beginning. It's 9:56 p.m. Carlton has pleaded not guilty to rough conduct. If it falls on that front, the club says this was not medium impact. So no surprises there. We're looking at reducing this to low impact.
Great.
No.
Yeah, back to that Owies Fantasia. I think that what he does great is the way that he moves the ball. I think his ball is like, you know, his decision making, like, is very sharp. Like that, he kicked. You know, when Ken kicked that goal in the 3rd quarter, like that ball, the way he kicked it was really good. Like the way he kicked that ball to Kemp was just off a platter. So I
Yeah.
can see why Voss values him in a team because of his ball use.
He's
And
generally good with his decision making. You know, he doesn't get a lot of the ball, but you know, you notice when he does because his passages can be quite clinical.
exactly.
And anyone who can deliver the ball, anyone who can lower the eyes and deliver the ball in front of someone instead of bombing it on their head gets my vote. You know.
Yeah.
The latest update he's added to the bottom.
There was just two good ball decisions that I think to me was just absolutely great. Jack Carroll's kick to Durden was just absolutely sublime in the first quarter. And also the one I also highlighted about Elijah Fantasia's kick to Kemp. Those are the two kicks that I just go, that is what we need to do in order to get it to our forwards. I mean, we can't just keep in the finals. We can't just keep bombing it to Charlie Cunningham because that'd be too predictable. We need to lower our eyes to make sure that we have enough forwards and enough midfielders to create an impact on the score sheet. So that's what we need to look into.
Right. And what I don't understand is like how that West Coast game, boom, we started lowering the eyes. We were forced to because of the outs. But then first quarter coming against Saints, or you know, for the first half really, we go back to bombing it, and like that rush of blood, and you're thinking, hang on, haven't they learned? You know,
Yeah,
it's confusing.
I mean,
but I think we have to realize that
it's the pressure of the opposition. You are right, Terry.
Really well drilled. They were kind of prepared as well. Another little quick update here is that we are being represented by. This is funny from David Zeta. Tribunal God Peter O'Farrell.
Yeah.
The goat.
I really thought after last night, I was like, I'm really looking forward to a break. Well, we're in for a long one. Buckle up.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't have to do the stream, but we appreciate it.
No, we have to. Grant, hate to be the continual negative Nancy, but the very next tackle after the Owies one was identical and never got looked at. What are the MRO thinking? It's a legitimate tackle way overboard. Yeah, we played it last night on the show. The only difference between the one on Matt Kennedy and the one on Higgins was the one on Higgins, he's always pinned his arms. Kennedy's arm wasn't pinned for the entire time.
Oh, okay.
That's the key difference.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it still doesn't change the fact that it was a non-holding the ball decision, but, you know, as I said earlier,
how's that?
we are.
So the player that gets rewarded holding the ball gets suspended. George Hewitt actually gets a dangerous tackle called against him, and he's good to go.
But it wasn't.
But it wasn't a dangerous tackle.
I'm convinced they do this for content.
Probably.
Oh, I do love seeing the Carlton fans whipped up into a frenzy, but it's a dangerous thing too, isn't it?
Oh, tell me how good it was when they called. I mean, bad because it was a bad call, but when Cripps got called for holding the ball, and the crowd just erupted.
Is that the
happening?
Oh my God! When I saw that, when I saw that tackle that Christian paid out, and when he caught that high, I was so pissed because I don't even know how that was a free kick. It was ridiculous. Like I couldn't stop shouting at the umpire, and I was just the Blues around me, the Blues fans around me were just going crazy. Like seriously.
Okay, latest update.
Insane.
The Blues will be using
the good guy defense.
The Liam Jones tackle on Aaron Cadman.
Okay.
As part of their evidence.
Correct decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Correct decision to make.
Yeah. You tell them.
It was funny. BT when we lost, he said, Carlton are out of the 8. We were never out of the 8. I hate that man with a passion.
On a technicality,
because it was biased cause. Because it was biased cause.
Luke Hodges just as bad.
Yeah. But
with him and Luke
Hodges,
you can see it.
Yeah, the one person I can't stand is Richardson. I can't stand him. He's a sook.
Matthew Richardson?
Matthew
I
Richardson,
wouldn't
yeah.
mind Richmond, to be honest.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
Richardson.
but he sucks at the worst free kicks.
Oh.
I just don't like him. He's a sook.
You can tell there's an underlying hatred for Carlton. You can tell.
Yeah.
You can tell with
You know-
a lot of.
He's been like that since he was playing footy, mate. Like he's sulked at the free kicks given away against him. He's sulked at nearly everything that's sort of gone against him in any way, shape, or form. Hell, even when they won the flag for the first time in 37 years, he's still sulked. So what's the difference?
You know, when BT commentates, I actually mute my TV. And I actually found that more enjoyable than like hearing him. It makes the game much more enjoyable to watch without his voice.
Yeah. Well, you can link up with the SEN broadcast. I think a lot of people have been doing that.
Yeah.
This is
The good thing is next year there's going to be a Fox Footy. They're going to have their own coverage in Channel 7 games, so we don't have to hear BT's.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
I
cool.
heard that it's going to happen. They're going to have their own commentary team when it comes to like Channel 7 games now.
Because Joey Montana, I actually don't mind him as a commentator.
Yeah, they say Mia. I don't mind him. I don't mind Mark Harwood as well. I think Mark Harwood is a really good commentator when it comes to like making good noise. He's a very good
Yeah, he's
commentator.
fun. And Dwayne Russell, he's kind of corny, but he's also pretty good.
Yeah, no, he's good. I think the best one's Anthony Hudson. Anthony Hudson.
Yeah, Hutto is.
He is one of the best ever commentators I've ever heard.
Pause that for 1 sec. Matt Owies will now give evidence at 10:02 Vic bias time. Okay, very funny. Matt Owies confirms he went to St. Kevin's.
Well, I don't think that's
Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. St. Kevin's boy.
I understand.
I
How is
mean, what are you gonna ask him next? What his junior club was? Yeah, I can tell you that. I can tell you that myself. Camberwell Sharks. That's what that was.
Okay, David Zeta's being funny. Matt Owies confirms the AFL Tribunal was taking the piss, scheduling this to start at 8 p.m. He's got jokes. 10 p.m.
He's got help. Someone's feeding him lines, surely.
Maybe.
Zeta being fed lines, or is it Matt Owies? Who's they being fed lines? Do you think?
No, it was like just a joke. Oh, he's continued on. Oh, he says he receives tackling training. Yes, we do almost every session, and especially being a small forward, that's a big part of my role.
Forward pressure. Shock.
Pressure.
I mean, that's what I'm going to do next year for footy. I'm going to be a small forward. I need 5 tackles when it comes to playing footy.
How tall are you, Lewis?
6 foot.
Yeah, I was going to say you're tall.
Yeah, I might think forward pocket or small forward. Either that.
Right. Who do you play for?
I might play for like Dingley Dingoes like next year. It's like a division team, which I'm looking forward to. I used to play for them. Yeah. I used to play soccer, but now I want to play football.
Grant, you guys remind me of when I was in my teens, early 20s without the internet.
I'm probably the only one that's 21.
You're 21? Yeah.
I'm
Well,
21,
Tori's not far off you.
Oh yeah, Toys. So how old are you, Toy?
How old am I?
How
Yeah.
young are you?
I'm 23.
Okay.
Mm.
In the
Ah,
20s.
too young.
I'd like corns on 7. Oh, yeah. Hey, cane corns.
Oh yeah, I
Good
heard
for
about this.
AFL media or not?
So, say it again.
Cane corns. Good for AFL footy media or not?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Without question. Give me a few more of him, please.
Some of his calls are just controversial. I think he does it for clicks. I don't know, man. Sometimes
He's
he
not
gets
scared
up
to be
goals.
wrong.
Sometimes he does good goals. Sometimes he
Yeah.
does good things. It just depends.
And I think it's good on the Sunday Footy Show.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he's
That thing where he's taking the piss out of he's taking the piss out of who was it? Trent Cotchin, and it was
Oh,
so
you said Cochran's
funny. It was so
analyzing the
damn
game.
funny. Like, please, more of that.
Yeah. I just don't think he works on footy classified though. I just don't think he does. I think like what he does,
No.
I think he takes like, the piss. He's a good entertainment guy, but when he doesn't, when he's all seriousness, I just don't really engage with it.
I'm the kind of guy, I like agitators. I like people that rub people out the wrong way just by, being a bit different. And he does that perfectly.
someone's got
Yeah.
to be the bad guy.
Yeah. And, we complain about it a lot, how samey these, a lot of these legacy media people are. At least he's actually, got the balls kind of shake it up and do it differently. And then another generation will look at him more so than the other blokes and say, hey, I want to replicate that more and, show a bit of personality.
Exactly.
I think anyone, I like his willingness to push the boundaries, but not like he's you can see he's learnt how far to push something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's good. I think he's great for footy media.
Yeah.
Hey,
Especially
Tez. Oh, no, you go, Evan. Sorry. You go.
No, you go, man. You're right.
Hey, Tez. So the AFLW is starting soon.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think should be the standard for the girls this season?
The standard for the girls this season: try and win more games than you lose.
Yeah, I think like we don't know what's going to happen like with these girls. I think if they can push for the finals, make it the top 8 spot, that'd be a good thing. I just can't wait to see the AFLW show and see how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hello.
Hello, Josh.
Josh is here.
Hey, mate.
How you going? Sorry, I'll just fix up the cam.
Oh.
How you going?
Yeah, we're good.
I just got home. So is this thing started for Owies, or are they still doing the Cozzy picket thing?
Mate,
It started.
are you not reading the thing at the bottom of the screen?
Oh shit, yeah, true. Oh, thank God.
How about him manually putting the updates, mate? Go.
Nah, I had no idea. Honestly, had no idea. So
No, it's just started.
maybe you better get off.
Owies says, so he's giving evidence at fucking 10 p.m. I'm up to protect his and my fall by hang on, Owies. I'm to protect his and my fall by staying upright and turning and pulling upwards. Great.
Okay. I didn't think he'd actually give evidence, but there you go.
Well, at least he has the to.
Josh, what do you think about it all about the Owies situation?
Oh, it's a load of bullshit. Let's be honest. There's the same thing happened with Dangerfield like 2 months ago, and
I mean,
it's
and
like,
it's still a non-on the ball call that went against us. What are we really more pissed off about?
Was like the Liam Jones call a dangerous tackle, or was it just like a ball up?
Bit more evidence here. He says, I noticed he sort of went slack. Whether he was trying to get an in the back free kick, I'm not sure.
He's throwing him under the bus. They're tickets, so whatever. But
And I don't think Owies doesn't even need James Farrell for this. I think he just needs himself. He can just do it by himself. He's got all the evidence he needs.
Look, if you go back and look at the replay, right, it sort of looks like that that Higgins has tried to draw an in the back free kick, but in that process, when he couldn't do that, he's then trying to bounce his head like a basketball. So, yeah.
which brings into question: do we think players are purposely throwing their weight forward to milk freeze? Some, I do think. I don't think all of them are. It's a fine line.
All players will try and do what they can to get it free, I think.
I mean, it's sport. You do that in any sport. If there's an opportunity to exploit something, to do something in your favor, you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Oh man, 100%. Like you look at soccer, they dive. You look at basketball, they bloody flop, and then you look at football, they will just duck their heads and try and what Owies just said, trying to get a push or free kick. They'll do anything to just cheat sometimes.
True.
Look, I'll raise it and I'll ask just out of, it was mentioned a lot. Remember, a lot of people said Brody Kemp intentionally dived his head into the ground. What game was that? I don't remember what game it was.
Brian Taylor.
Melbourne.
Yeah.
It was
It
Melbourne.
was Geelong.
It was Geelong.
First time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
sorry,
remember that?
and then he did it against Melbourne as well.
Sorry, it was Melbourne. That's what you're right. Sorry, it
Was
was
it
Melbourne when BT
Yeah,
said
Melbourne,
that Brody Kemp.
Yeah. It was with like 2 minutes to go. I think that's why there was so much talk around that.
But that was just, but let's be honest, that was Brian Taylor talking crap. So,
Is it just that we noticed that he does it to our players? Because I was watching the Collingwood game the other night. Both him and Luke Hodge were saying some ridiculous things about them too. So
yeah, we just don't know, to be honest. Like, I don't think we should just dive into that. I mean, they could say whether they won. It's just they don't. It doesn't change the result of the games. They have their opinions.
it can change perception though.
Exactly.
Like if BT said something, a bunch of kids will just get that idea in their head, and then you start looking at things that aren't really there, and
No, absolutely.
you're
Mate,
accusing people. Yeah,
and that's why I find the best. Oh, always says he loosens his grip on Higgins' arms as they go to ground. Okay, mate, it's a great point you raise. It's a fantastic point that you raise. I find the best commentators are the ones that didn't play the game.
Yeah.
And I find the ones that did play in the league, their default reaction is to criticize an umpiring call and give their opinion because they played the game. It's just a default reaction, whereas the ones that didn't play have that humility to just call the game as a matter of fact.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look at someone like Matt Hill. He's just purely calling the game.
Yep.
There's no like, oh, back in my day we did it like this. Oh, I know what he's trying to do there. It's just straight calling.
And a great race caller too, by the way. Race caller.
Hello, Ari.
Yeah, I think my top 3 commentators of all time will have to be Dennis Cometti, Bruce McInerney, and I forgot the other one. But those 2 are my top 2 favorite commentators of all time. They're my favorite because they work so well with each other and they have the same dynamic. Like when the moments hit, they just know what to say because that is what makes if the commentary is good, it makes the games more engaging and exciting to watch, especially in the tight ones. Like that is what I think we're missing in when it comes to commentary and broadcasts end of the game. We're missing the top 2 dynamic when it comes to commentary.
Who's next?
Paolo.
Yeah, I mean,
Paolo, yes, absolutely.
If he wants to go down the path, yeah.
He would be elite.
Oh, he'll be awesome. He'll be awesome.
He would be elite.
He'd be great.
There was a period of time there where he was doing a lot of the VFL ones.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a couple of years ago. Maybe
a couple of years ago, he was doing some of the Carlton VFL game, the stream.
Yeah, I can remember.
Because I sat near him at what was it, Carlton versus North Melbourne, when we were playing at Princes Park, and I just happened to sit at the hero stand, and I could see the box where he was sitting there. We spoke afterwards.
I read somewhere by Christian Petrarca, and I know, we moved past this, but I read somewhere he has to do something. There's one option that John Wealth has reported, and that's by by lodging a grievance thing.
Sorry, say that again.
So, wait, just let me get it up. Just wait.
I've got it here if you need it, mate.
I think
Yeah, please do. Yeah, Evan, can you please do it for me?
Yep, no problem. So,
Yeah, please, you
according
do it.
to someone in a Facebook group, which was sent by one of my mates who I work with, he says, according to John Ralph, it's very possible there is a grievance request that can be lodged under the CBA, which can void his contract with Melbourne. He desperately wants out of Melbourne, and his choice is apparently us. It's going to be a long 6 weeks of speculation.
So yeah, so if he wants to leave Melbourne, and the reason why I think Petrarca is going to say, like, he's going to, like, request a trade. I think for me in the next few days, Petrarca will request a trade, and it's either okay. Every time he comes to us, every time he says, "I want to come to Carlton, I want to join Carlton," he would say to the AFL, "You know what? They used my treatment, the way they treated me, and my medical, and like my spleen. I almost like was in critical health in hospital." And if they breach out his contract, Melbourne, then there's a chance that he may leave Melbourne Football Club. I don't know if it's going to be easy for him to leave Melbourne Football Club if he breaches the contract or not, but I guess we will see the next 6 weeks. Like, that is like the one nuclear option that he can get to choose if none of the options work. So none of the options work. We just see how it happens. We just see how it goes.
We have to wait. Yeah, it's just got to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we have to just
Look,
wait.
I think if he's going to land anywhere, I don't know how they'll do it. I think he would pick Collingwood as his preferred area. He was a Mad Pies fan growing up.
Oh, he was too. That's
He
true.
was he was a Mad Pies fan.
But I don't think they have.
They don't have the assets though. I don't think who are they going to ship off?
Tory. Yes, Tori.
Hi. My friend Inesh, who is from Portugal, has just re-entered the room. And I said that we're on a live stream for a tribunal. So I would like to see if any of you could explain what a tribunal is to someone who has never watched an AFL tribunal,
And he's from Portugal.
and is from Portugal, and English is her second language.
I'll tell you, go. Go ahead, go.
It is like a pretend court, but for sport.
Yeah.
Things that happen on the sporting field.
I wish you could have just seen her face. That was so funny. Like it's what happened?
Like a court.
It's like a court.
Oh, like past games.
Yeah, so on the game on the weekend, one of the Carlton players tackled a St Kilda player and he hit his head. So he got suspended for a week. So we're trying to get him unsuspended.
It's like when you go to the naughty. It's like when you go to your teacher in school after you do something naughty in the playground at lunchtime.
She just goes at 10
at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I have many stories about that.
Wait, who did
many
we lose?
stories about that in school.
Yeah. Oh, did you guys ever get detention?
Yes, so many times.
What'd you do? What was the first detention you ever got?
I don't know. I forgot. I think I used 60 or 70. You
did not forget. You're lying. You so remember.
No. I do remember. I'm sorry. Like, it took me a while. I realized that it was in year 7. There was one time we had these like infringement notices in class where when we get in trouble. And I had 5 infringement notices in my class, and they said go to detention because I was being a troublemaker. So I went to detention. I think in my school, I went to detention.
He is a lawyer, but he's not the lawyer.
Hold that thought, because we have an update. 10:21 p.m. and the update is from Jeff Gleeson, the chair.
Okay.
He asks Owies why Owies couldn't immediately release the arms of Higgins once the ball had gone free. Owies says the speed and angle of Higgins' body had an impact.
So I'm just gonna lift my arms free and then like Higgins just dispose of the ball once it's what kind of question is that?
Look, Again, I just think this line of questioning takes us away from the impact.
This is ridiculous.
just
It happens in a split second.
We
Wait.
want to get back to talking about impact.
They're trying to
Um,
slip him. He's trying to slip Owies up. That's pretty blatant.
Yeah.
He's looking for a mistake. He's trying to engineer a mistake, but Matt is too smart for that shit.
Yeah.
That's just ridiculous.
Lucinda,
It happens so
Have
quick.
you ever been suspended
No.
or given detention from school?
It's over 20 years ago. I can't remember.
I think I got a funny story about school. I got a funny story.
All right, wait,
there's
hold
one-
it. I want
Alright.
to go around and see what people did at school. Josh,
Okay,
you
go,
ever get
go.
detention
Go.
or suspension?
Look, I probably should have got more than I did. I got my first detention, we'll call it, in year 9, and it was the most fucking stupid reason. Like, I don't know how I got detention for it. So,
gotta hear
for
this.
some reason, like, everyone was just saying the word true. Like, you just go true. Everyone was just saying it. I don't know why. It's just a thing. Anyways, this was before my English exam in year 9. And everyone was saying it that morning. And then my teacher in homeroom said, the next person that says true is getting a rubbish pickup. And like this teacher was like, I swear, like nice bloke, but like he was so deaf. He had the most selective hearing. I tried to talk to him any other times. He wouldn't hear me. I've gone under my breath, the quietest true, so quietly.
So you
And
did
that
it.
second, yeah, I did it. The next second, Josh, you've got a rubbish pickup. Get out of here. And I'm just like,
That's funny. Right?
Wow.
I was like, this bloke
Wow.
has selective hearing. Doesn't hear me whenever I'm trying to ask him a question. And I said the most quietest thing ever. And it's get out. Oh, well, there you go.
Jesus Christ.
Michi, did you ever get detention or a suspension from school?
Never a suspension, but definitely detention. Yeah, your usual stock standard talking during class, nothing too crazy. I mean, but then there was someone else that was causing shit. You're trying to tell them to pipe down or whatever. And who else is usually the one that gets in trouble? The retaliator. So you know, that's how it is.
Ev?
Terry, I was a very naughty boy. I got suspended quite a few times. For wagging, mainly for wagging. There were fights. My high school was very, like, you didn't go looking for a fight; they just found you. So, but if you were in one, you'd cop it. So there was that too.
Tori?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a detention?
Fun fact. Okay, so never, ever, ever through all of my years of schooling had I ever had a detention. And in my last week of year 12, I got a detention.
What'd you do?
I didn't go to maths.
Oh,
What?
And the only reason we had a sub, and the only reason I got a detention is because my mate that I sit next to dobbed me in.
Oh,
I did classes and I didn't get detention.
Rubbish.
snitches get
That's
stitches.
You,
yes, snitches
school
get stitched.
captain? There's no way. Miss School Captain Kira never had a detention. Did you? Yeah, I don't
Cap.
think so.
Were you school captain? I was school captain. I got
She
many
was school
detentions.
captain.
Yeah.
So
I was
is
like,
that
What
always-
did you do?
I think even if Kira had gotten a detention, she would have wiggled her way out of it somehow.
Yeah.
She somehow convinced, she telling me a story when the Olympics were on, that she somehow convinced, was it like a teacher or something, to like the whole year level to watch the Olympics instead of class?
Genius.
I
That's
convinced
classic
my
Kira.
leader to let us miss class and watch the Olympics in year 12.
wow.
That is
That's funny.
classic Kira.
Right?
That's an applause.
Like, if you do something nice to the students, they'll have more respect for you and then be nicer to you. Like, it's a two-way street. So it worked.
Facts.
David Zeta has tweeted that Matt Owies has concluded his evidence. He will now go to bed. On you, David. Well done.
What did you do?
So I got detention in year 7, two or three occasions. The first one, we used to tip lockers. So everyone's books would fall to the front. So when they would open their lockers, their books would fall.
Classic.
So I got caught doing that one time. We used to have this itchy bomb tree, and I put like the itchy bomb on like a kid's like the back of his neck, and he was like itchy on his back, and that's like bring his dad, and his dad was angry, he's gonna come and hit me, and like tantrum. And then I got suspended in year 9 for sneaking out of my cabin at camp to go see a girl. Yeah.
Man after my own heart, Terry.
Yeah.
The boys and girl camps, but it's the same friggin' unisex camp. It's like you're over there, bugger off.
Yeah.
Wow. I never got to camp. I never went to camp. I just like stayed home. I used camp as like my holiday.
Camp was
Like a
great.
school holiday for me.
Yeah,
School
I have
camps were
plenty of
elite.
camps.
Yeah.
If you're not naughty on a camp, what are you doing? You're wasting your youth.
I don't know. Anglefield was pretty good.
The giant swing, the shitty camp food.
Yep.
Classics.
You know, there was one time I escaped school. I just left. And then my school called my mom and said, your son left the school, and my mom said, are you kidding? And then she had to come and pick me up. So I got a day off at school at the end of the day. So
No, you got suspended, bro.
but there was also another time where I was gonna jump over the fence to leave school. I'm like in year 5.
That's
I
wagging.
actually got caught. I was wagging. I actually got caught by my own mum, and boy, did he let me know about it. That was still reminds me of that one too.
Tori? You had
Hi.
your hand up?
I did have my hand up. Fun. It was just still explaining tribunals to Anesh. And I was like, well, I must show her who David Zeta is. And then I remembered that, like, David Zeta's a good friend of the Besties and was wearing Besties glasses at the BNF. And so I thought I had to show the stream.
DM him.
Can't DM him.
Why not?
Get him on.
I don't have that
Does he know that there's like 340 people watching him right now?
325.
One day we have to get him to join the stream.
That would be
That would be
imagine he
funny.
joins
We
the stream.
did one time. Do you remember? John O'Baruch came on, and was it during an appeal stream? John O'Baruch was on, and he was where David Zeta was. Maybe it was trade period or something. He's like, "Oh, hey, David, it's Blue Abroad," and he's like, "What's Blue Abroad?"
Oh, that's right. I remember hearing about this. Yeah.
Yeah. So
He looks young. That's not what I visualized at all.
the AFL have made an argument here that Owies could have released one or both of Higgins' arms after he had released the ball, or he could have tried to pull Higgins up rather than driving him into the ground.
What?
Again, why are we going into this? We need to go back to impact.
Oh my god, what are they doing? Do they just not want us to go to bed? For fuck's sake.
No, they don't want us to go to bed.
Take our time, man. They'll just like waste our time with this. Honestly.
No, I figured out. They're just trying to help Terry go for longer and help his channel, so it's on purpose,
Yeah,
It's got a point. Listen, it's got a point.
Wait, I want to hear some of your other stories. I want to read some of these stories. Maz got detention in year 10 for smoking behind the shelter sheds.
Oh,
The Durries.
Yeah,
Nice.
Siggy butt brain. Jason, in year 10, we picked up the teacher's car and carried it up onto the second floor of the maths block. Wait, what?
Jeez.
Wow. Okay.
What? Suzuki.
How the hell are you supposed to do that?
Please explain, Jason.
Yeah, Jason, more details.
Are they carrying a physical fucking car?
Yeah.
And he didn't
that's
get
what that
suspended
meant.
for it?
Oh my god.
That's just wow.
Didn't get suspended. Nice.
I remember doing a lot of the.
Yeah, eat a whole brick of cheese. I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
I remember doing the classic where you'd write a letter and sign off as if your parent had wrote it, saying like you could leave school early or whatever. Those were like the classics.
I love this one. This one.
I got detention once, swearing at a teacher, then wrote an apology letter. Sorry for calling you a bitch. Next student does it to another teacher, gets suspended.
Jeez.
Sorry.
Right on, Peter.
Not my hand up, but Kira has a story.
There was a school near me that they took a cow up to the 3rd level, and cows can't walk downstairs, so they had to get a crane to get it out.
What?
Wait, how about the cow up? I thought that was a myth.
Cows
Come on.
can't walk downstairs.
Cows can go upstairs, but can't go downstairs.
Yeah.
Something to do with their joints, right?
Yes. Let me Google why. Cows can walk upstairs, but not downstairs. Please hold.
Right.
I'm still wondering why there was even a cow on a school premises, but you never
Oh,
know.
bugger that. I want to know how it can walk up. How it can walk upstairs, but not down.
Kira's right.
I'm with
Kira's
you
right.
on that. I
Yeah,
want to
leg
know.
points and leg movements.
So the next argument from the AFL is that
This one's great.
that Higgins had no realistic opportunity to protect himself.
Yeah, the ball came out in a tackle, and it should still be holding the ball.
Mate, I'm sorry, but
What
the
are you
umpire
doing?
couldn't hold the
Yeah,
ball.
he
and
took
yet,
the winning goal that made us lose.
Wow. This
Great logic. Great logic. We need to send Dinesh to the court, the tribunal. She needs
What's
to
the-
go.
What did she say?
Yeah. She said, still understanding what it means. She goes, "Is the other guy alive?" I said, "Alive and well. He kicked the winning goal that made us lose." And she
Great
goes,
question.
"What are we doing here?"
I
Great.
like it already.
What are we doing here?
It's gonna go. Wrap up. Go to bed.
Wow.
I have another high school question.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
What did you dress up as for your muck-up day?
Oh,
My muck-up day got cancelled because my school sucked.
What?
But-
Why? What do you mean?
We had a dress-up day instead. Well, we weren't allowed to muck up.
Okay, sorry. Dress up day or muck-up day? Like, what did you dress up as?
A tradie. I could find a photo. Bear with me.
Okay. Lewis?
didn't go. I don't know
Why?
why. I just didn't go. I just
I
don't know
don't know
why. I just didn't want to go on my cup day. I just
Fair.
I just
Lucinda?
wanna just
What did you go
hang
as?
out.
I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure it would probably be something Buffy related, knowing me, or something Dina maybe. Not like Dina herself, but I'm thinking one of those two because they were big around them for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Josh?
Unfortunately, mate, my year 12 was in 2020 and my school,
Wow.
I didn't get graduation, didn't get formal. I got fucking nothing. It was a real shame.
Josh, you're not the only one, mate.
Yeah, real
You didn't
shame.
look at the things-
It was shocking.
You do not
Horrible.
want all of those graduation hats falling on your head. Let me tell you now.
It is what it is.
Yeah, man.
Beach?
Hated school anyway.
So I always had a special school. We didn't really do much of that, but what we did do was we signed off on all our school shirts for whatever reason. Got a Sharpie or permanent marker, just signed off, 12 wishes, that kind of stuff. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah.
Ev?
Yeah, ours actually got cancelled because the year before it's like they went so buck wild they like graffitied the joint. So yeah, ours got cancelled. We weren't allowed.
No.
There's always one year level that fucks it up for the rest of them, man.
It's always someone.
Eggs.
True.
They get sick of the eggs, I think.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
There you go.
Very good, very good. Yeah, very good.
All right, cool.
I mean, I think I saw like what my other year level was wearing on Muck-Up Day because they posted on Instagram and all that. But I was like, yeah, nah, definitely not going.
I went as Mr. Squiggle.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
See that, Axe?
Yes.
I had the pencil nose and everything.
Oh my god.
That's classic.
That would look so cute.
And I took photos with all these people. I had like my mouth wide open, like I don't know why, like you know the clown that like
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Do the younger people know who Mr. Squiggle is?
Oh wow, I'm there now in life.
When did
That
you
sounds
graduate?
like creepy.
Who
Well,
actually watched him growing up? I did.
Yeah,
I
I
did.
love Mr. Squiggle.
Showing
Oh,
my
that's
hair.
so good.
In fact, I'm pretty
Des,
sure.
what year did you graduate?
In art class.
yeah. Pardon, Josh?
What year did you graduate?
2008.
Fuck, I was in prep.
Yes, same here.
Fuck.
I was in year 1, if it makes you feel better. No.
You were grade 1 in 2008.
Yeah, it would have been 7, right?
No, I was in prep in 2009.
Oh,
Kira, you were in
Yeah.
prep in 2009.
Yeah.
yeah, she's young. What year were we in?
2009.
No, 2008.
Right. Oh, I'm trying to remember now. I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're 2 years older than me.
I swear I was. Oh no, 5 turning 6 in prep. 6 turning 7 in year 1.
You know,
Well, it depends when your birthday is, doesn't it?
Well, no, but that was how I rolled. Sorry. Anyways,
no, I just realized that Tuesday, the 27th of August, is like that day when, like, oh, when's that time you realize you were getting old? Like,
Yeah. You
Just
know
then.
what? Yeah, I just realized it was not 2008 when I was in prep. It was actually in 2009 as well, in prep. That's when I started. Because I remember in 2009, I don't know why, this was just me. I loved Geelong was my second team, Geelong Football Club. I used to love Geelong. I don't know why. I loved them. They were just cool. They were just like a good club. But now I'm old enough now, I can finally say that I don't like them one bit.
well, that's good.
Yeah.
I've got something I want to show the stream. I'll just get
Okay.
it.
while he's
there's-
doing that, Kira has a story time.
When I
One
was in
second.
oh, you go.
1 second. I'll just give a quick update. The Carlton lawyer says the closest eyewitness to this was an independent eye. The umpire didn't give a free kick for rough conduct, but for holding the ball.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shouldn't that just say it all?
Yeah, exactly.
No. Seven.
Yeah. What have I been saying? Hold
Take
the ball.
that.
Hold the ball.
I'm not one for conspiracies. I think they just want to rub out a current player before finals.
I mean,
Matthew Owies, the player to do that, is that?
yeah.
Kira, what was the story?
Yeah.
When I was-
Josh.
When I was in prep, we had a toy, like a bear thing that we had to take home every weekend. Someone new took it home every weekend.
Yeah.
And we had to write a book, like a page
Yeah,
in the
I
book
did the
about
same
it.
thing.
And I took the dog bear thing into the Carlton change rooms, and it wasn't a competition, but if it was, I would have won. That was my highlight from prep.
That's elite.
I took home a gnome.
I have no memory of prep.
I know mine was
No, we had like a full, like a garden gnome that I took home, and I had to take photos in my backyard with the gnome.
I
They
remember
exist.
my sister had to. My little brother did this too. This bear. The care. Is
Yeah.
it a Care Bear? No.
I don't really know why it was a gnome, but the photos are adorable. When I get my stuff back, I'll show you. I won't
John,
remember.
I
I'll
do
put-
remember Harold the giraffe.
Oh, Harold the giraffe. What a classic.
Healthy Harold? Yes, Harold.
He never came to
Healthy
my
Harold.
Oh, really? He came to
You
my
never got
school.
Harold?
No, I know who it is, but he never came to my school.
Mate, Harold was the OG. He'd come and tell you about life.
I knew I
Exactly.
always liked Harry's from that moment on.
I got a pattern in year 6. I was happy with that.
Harold, I should have been a telling sign about Harry Mackay.
Hmm.
He's like a giraffe, right? Tall.
Wow, we called Harry Harold.
Harold. Big Harold.
Did we know
Harold
that Harry
Mackay.
Mackay's real name's
Harold.
Harrison? Anyways, that's a fun fact for the day.
What? Say that again.
Harry Mackay's Harrison.
Yes, I did know he's Harrison Mackay. Yeah, I did
Yeah.
know him. I thought you were going to say he was Harold.
No, not Harold. Harrison. I call him Harold. but it's Harold's more fun.
Yeah.
Let's go talk crazy.
Josh, you were going to show us something?
Yeah. This is like full nuff, I guess. But this is the boot.
Oh, no.
This is the boot that Cripper wore in the finals last year.
Oh my
I have
god.
video
man.
evidence of this. Bear with me.
Yeah.
Oh,
When
what?
was
How'd you get that?
At an
authentic
auction.
autographs and events? I do have
bought it?
It was the most embarrassing, but like it was so embarrassing.
No, I
Like,
mean, listen, it's a collector's item. It's very unique.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So
When was that? Oh yeah, here we go.
like
Maybe.
June sometime. Was it mid June?
Yeah, it
Mid
was
June.
June 17th.
I was like full shaking, bro, because I
I
wasn't
have video
going
of
there expecting to buy a fucking
This-
match worn boot. But anyways,
I've
Yeah.
got a little bit of. This was gifted to me after the Good Friday game. So that's part of Mitch McGovern's boot.
oh wow,
Yeah. So there's 11 of these were made from the Good Friday appeal game.
that's mad.
And I got, yeah. It's about as much as I've got. What do you got there? Oh,
Oh shit!
that's
I was
us buying your
full
boot.
shaking.
Part of the show. Did you win it in auction?
For some reason decided to buy it, and now we got it, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'll probably frame it. Maybe I'll wear it.
You gonna wear it?
No.
And you gonna
I was gonna,
Anyways, that's the fun fact of the day.
Josh, I was gonna say you don't wear that.
love a Zoom?
I'll wear it right now. Nah, I'm not wearing it.
No, don't wear it.
Pretty mid.
I'm not wearing it.
He wore it in finals, right?
He did. Yeah, this is the finals boot. So
What? Shouldn't it be like in a box or something?
I'm getting it boxed up. I've got a quote, so I'm just waiting now. So I'm gonna
Like
get
a
it
cl-
all boxed and framed.
Well,
up.
like a clear box.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get it framed and put on my wall.
Cool.
When I got home that night, I knocked on my brother and sister's door, and I just walked in and I showed, and they just said, "It's like, there's no way that you actually like have this." And then my sister grabbed it and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm holding Cripper's boot. No way." I'm like, "Yep."
Newsflash, it
Pretty
is.
cool. Pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. It's cool to have pieces like that. Like, yeah. I don't know.
You have-
Maybe one day for a big, nice pool room, you know?
Yeah.
Have that in the background.
What was that, Lucinda?
Well, parents and stuff might not understand, but sometimes you have to be like crazy and, do your own thing. I mean, the football that I have has got 3 Coleman signatures on there. They might say, what the F-U-C-K, but I'll be like, screw you. It's my history and I feel connected to them. And it's a good
Exactly.
manifesting.
Yeah.
Because it's literally match accurate. It's not an imitation football. It's what they actually use. So for finals and indefinite seasons, like you're literally holding what they grasp. So if you're like trying to sort of, have energies around accuracy, I mean, what better like tool than the actual grass size 5 football?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Hey, Matty. So the latest updates will all be written on the bottom of this screen. I will manually write them as we get them from Twitter. So the latest update is what we saw from the Blues. They're basically going back and forth. Owies has given evidence. The AFL has come back, essentially said that he had an opportunity to let his arm go, Higgins' arm, that is. And O'Farrell, our lawyer, is saying that the closest eyewitness to this was an independent eye, which was the umpire that didn't give a free kick for rough conduct, but for holding the ball.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're at. But more updates to come.
There was a slim chance that I could have been a Collingwood supporter.
Boom.
My
Why would you bring that up?
No, it was not that. Okay, look, my papu went for Collingwood, my dad went for Carlton, and they were both saying my papu said he's going for Collingwood, my dad said no, he's going for Carlton, and what my dad did was that he bought a Carlton shirt that was 3 months old, and when I came out, he put it on me saying, "Yep, there you go, he's a Blue." So
Okay, I love
then,
that.
and then now, I think that is the first blue jumper I ever wore. I was 3 months old, and I wore my first jumper as a Carlton. I had that short 3-month shirt framed, and it was signed by Anthony Cudafini's, and he said "Born to be a Blue." So framed up with my birthday and all that. So you can just say my blue is my Carlton's my past. It's now my present, and now it's going to be forever with me in the future.
So I've got a question. How did we all become Carlton supporters?
Great question. Hey, it's a family Carlton people episode.
It's religion. It's just religion.
I'll let you all go first.
Well, sorry.
Go
No, go for it.
I inherited from my parents. My immigrant parents came in the 60s. Carlton with the Rage. I think that was the team that all the immigrants would go for, and just got handed down. Now all the kids in my family are also just Carlton supporters. So, yep, inherited.
Is that too far? There's one that's a bit closer.
Beachy?
Long story short, Dad. Otherwise, some of his family were Geelong, or Mum's side was Essendon. Dad said, "No, we're not having that. We're having him, me, be Carlton."
Josh?
I literally don't know what life would have been like. I can go far back and only remember being Carlton. My dad indoctrinated me from the moment I came out. Actually, my grandma once bought Collingwood pajamas for me when I was a little tacker, not knowing it was just they were Collingwood pajamas. She just bought them for me to wear. And my dad saw them and freaked out and said, "He can't wear that," you know. And my mum, who barracks for Collingwood, said, "Oh, what's the big deal?" And the next minute they were in the bin. So, but yeah, my mum's Collingwood, dad's Carlton. My dad loves footy. I end up Carlton.
Love that.
Exactly.
Lucinda?
Genetic. It was like before I existed, probably. But inherited technically, but no, just like I think if no one in my family was AFL, I think the fact that my grandmother lives in North Carlton probably would have led me into the destined decision. But otherwise, just I guess just born that way, and they just Dad, that is, looked after that becoming the case once I was old enough to understand AFL, and I do remember watching 95 on TV, so at least I was alive when it happened. Shit.
That's cool. Ori?
We have a 3-part series here, but I'll go first.
Yeah.
Born into it. If I didn't go for Carlton, then I didn't have a roof under my head. And this is me, my first ever Carlton game at the age of 18 months old in Sydney at a core stadium, a practice match.
Stop it.
Cute, right?
Yeah.
Look at that retro jersey. Look at it.
Jersey's mad.
Has that got collars?
That's so good.
We still are. Yeah, it does. We still have it.
I wore my dad. That is disgusting.
What's going on there?
That's Kira.
No, that was me being corrupted and forced into wearing a jumper that I don't want to be wearing. But this is the
Kira, that is just
look at you.
That's at the SCG.
Both our ones are in Sydney. That's cute.
Yeah. And this was my first I was born in 2003, November, and this was my first grand final in 2005. So I wasn't even 2 yet.
You know what, guys? What was your favorite Carlton game in history?
We have one more story time.
One sec. I've got one more story, but I've also got an update. Hey, we are in sync with our lawyer, as in us here on this show right now. O'Farrell says, Owies executes an almost identical tackle to Patrick Dangerfield's on Sam Walsh's, which was cleared at the tribunal.
Thank God. Jesus Christ.
And it was far less impact.
Yeah.
Far less.
We're talking about split-second decision-making. I
Yeah.
mean, if you're going to criticize Matt, criticize the umps. actually be brave and actually point out, okay, you're arguing it's a split second for the footballer. Well, what about the guy who didn't call it what it was then? But we're having this issue anyway.
Yeah. So what was your like your favorite game?
Rory, what was the third story?
Oh,
What
sorry.
was
The
your-
third story time is how Anesh became a Carlton supporter.
Oh, and she's a Carlton supporter. Fantastic.
Absolutely, she is.
Tori and I.
She lives here.
She
Yep. Okay.
subscribed?
Story time. Go.
Basically, I just moved to Australia and I started working at a random gym in Warrawong, out of all places. And I met Tori. It was like, you're either a Carlton supporter or you sleep with one eye open. So
No, I told you you're either a Carlton supporter or we aren't friends.
Oh, you're gone. Be gone. Deported.
We would have deported it. Anyways, if you want to see who Anesh is, you can go to the Carlton Giants Wandering on the Besties account. The one that's speaking Portuguese, that is her. There's subtitles.
Cool. That was a cool one. That was very clever.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
became
next.
a Carlton supporter because of my mum. My grandfather was an Essendon supporter. My uncle was a Collingwood supporter. Mum refused. Didn't like either of those clubs, and she was the lone wolf, the black sheep. So she went for Carlton, and then I went to one game when I was a little boy, and I was hooked instantly. Immediately.
How young would you have been?
I would have been about 4 or 5 when I went to my first game at Princess Park. We played the Saints.
those little
I don't
boys.
remember what happened in the game. I just remember we played against the Saints. And yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah, I have
I don't
very
remember my
vague
first game.
memories of going to Princess Park and Victoria Park, but man, it's like still nostalgic about just those stadiums, just local footy vibes.
Yeah.
That's why I still like going to AFLW games because you get those vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
hang on a minute.
Oh,
Frankie's done a little something. Oh my
no.
God. How do I get this
Is
up?
it Voss Lesnar?
Come on.
Tell you what happened.
Is he off?
The traps, baby.
Oh, it's not going to work. Hang on. Frankie, you're a legend.
Send it to your computer, Tez.
Oh my God, he's nailed it. Hey,
It's
can I
actually
post
see what
Hey,
Voss
Frankie,
looks like.
you
Right?
posted it? Can I post it? That's
Just
unbelievable.
post it straight to
Post
BA.
it,
Go
post
on.
it.
I'm going to do it. Frankie, that is genius. That is genius.
That's
Now we just
unbelievable.
got to get him pole driving someone or spearing someone.
Got me refreshing the Instagram.
Mate, that was the funniest thing when I read that this morning. I had to read it twice to believe it. I was like, what the fuck, Voss?
I heard it on the radio. I was like, I thought it was just like some kind of prank, but I had to message Pommy straight away, like, mate.
I woke up and my dad just told me. Like he just said, Vossi tackled someone. I was like,
Wait.
what? I was like, what?
Like, what? Context, please.
You know what I need? Oh, no.
we need a trumpet is what we need, but we need to wait until he gets off first.
No, Voss's new theme is "There Goes My Hero," the Foo Fighters song.
That
'Cause
works.
that man is my hero.
That works because I've been wearing my 2005 Foo Fighters shirt for obviously laundered for about 2 months. So their whole catalogue is, given to Carlton technically now.
Voss Lesnar, Frankie.
Gotta
I think
get
that's
this
gonna
to go viral.
I think that's gonna be
He
the
has
thing now.
genuinely nailed this. Genuinely nailed this.
I can't wait to see the post after this.
I'm going to post it now. GG John. Saw Kuda and Christu my first day in Australia when I came from Greece playing at the G versus Collingwood and got hooked. Go Baggers.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's a good story.
That's what I love about Carlton. It's like it's so often the immigrant stories come attached to Carlton, and I think that sense of community. I mean, you still get it when you go to the games.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It just it gives you a sense of belonging to one club and just a good culture around it. It's just
And we
really-
are like people integrating into Australian culture, and yeah.
Exactly.
Well, a worldwide culture too, because it's not just the concept of this channel, but it's everywhere. It's not just like, Victoria or Australia. Like, people have heard of us and they've never been to Australia and they still love us. So
Love
Thank
that.
you. Lucinda,
We got Robbie Williams.
because a lot of people will say, "Oh, why is it called blue abroad? You're in Australia," and it's like the definition of abroad doesn't mean someone who's just outside of Australia. It's just abroad, all
Yeah.
around the world. Like it's just, yeah.
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 Like we have Carter fans in the United States for crying out loud.
Yes, we do.
We have Robbie, baby.
Okay, I posted it.
You got Robbie.
Frankie,
And we've
you're a
even got,
genius.
No,
We've
that's
even
another
got-
thing. Like in the week, I was at like BP and Angels comes on, and I'm like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. I mean, I was always going to manifest with "Let Me Entertain You" for like the finals theme, but okay, fine, I'll bring that one back too, you smart ass.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
Lewis is right. We've got fans in the United States. We've got fans in New Zealand, which I think I saw one in the YouTube chat this evening. There's definitely one in Malta somewhere that used to make an appearance on fan cams in here.
Yeah. And
They're all over the place.
It's pretty
also-
crazy how many people call in from everywhere. Like it's pretty wild.
No, we got Robbie Williams, who's a Car supporter. We got, I think I saw Pink being a Car supporter. Like,
yeah.
it's crazy. Like, when every single time now I hear Hal Mackay's name, and I'll go, I just like get that Robbie Williams song in my head saying, Al Mackay is better than
your Mackay.
It's just too
Funny
good.
and true. I love that. Who's our number one ticket holder? Is it Dylan Alcott still?
I think so.
Yeah, I've met him a few times actually. He's a legend of a bloke.
That is cool too. Yeah.
Not as good as Frio's. I will give it to him. They've got Kevin Parker from Tame Impala. I'll give him that, but
Like,
I hate
come
Freo still.
on, can you name a celebrity that will go for Collingwood? Will go for Essendon?
Strawny.
Nah.
Strawny. Hey, 5 Blue Abroad memberships were gifted by Maz. And 5 Blue Abroad YouTube memberships were gifted by GG John. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, question this is regarding our home games next year. So, how many are the club trying to get across to the G from Marvel? Does anyone know?
Sorry, say that again.
So, with our home games next year, the club I know want to move a lot of them from Marvel to the G. Do we know how many they're like extra at the G they're going to try and get? Because I fucking hate Marvel.
I think just
many.
One.
You go.
I'm too big for that joint.
Hey, pretty big update here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like a pretty, just like a significant, like it's just a lot. He's done a big summary. So to summarize, Carlton's reasons why Owies' tackle was not likely to cause injury. The first one was the hip and leg positions. The second one was the position, he positions his body to the side. The third, he pulls Higgins up and back. The fourth is the upright positioning. And the fifth is he brings Higgins to ground, knees first, then left hip, then left torso, then defensive arms. That last one there is just pure legal.
It's like you're breaking it down to microseconds.
Yeah.
Just protecting him, and they know it, so they're just saying, look, we'll just let you go through the motions, and then we'll just F you on the facts that he was being a protector.
This is such a
I
waste.
feel like they're really reaching to get him suspended here.
It's such a waste of time.
What a waste of time. Seriously. Fucking just let him play. There's nothing in it. Fucking
He's hit him with
seriously.
point one like this, 2 and 3 in the next, 4 and 5 in the immediate ones, and then to really ram the point home, point 6 is right here. And he's just gone bang. That's what he's done.
Yeah.
I'm convinced they're just trying to maximize content for the week.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. Absolutely.
For sure. There's nothing else to talk about.
Yeah. Josh, back to your home, like the next year's home games. I was just thinking about this to myself. Like, when we verse like St Kilda, North Melbourne, and all the teams that play at Marvel, I'm just thinking like, why can't we play at the MCG since they don't normally play at the MCG? Like we play at the MCG more so. Why can't we have Cardiff versus North Melbourne at the MCG, Cardiff versus St Kilda at the MCG, just to make it more of our home game, our home advantage? Then
I think they should just share them around. Generally speaking, they should share like all the Victorian teams should have X amount of home games at the MCG.
Yeah. I'm just thinking like maybe the whole Marvel game should just be about against interstate teams like Adelaide, Port Adelaide.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Giants.
I think that too. Yeah,
and
yeah.
then it comes to Victoria, it will be MCG.
Mate, I guarantee you, if that Carlton St Kilda game was played at the MCG on Sunday, they would have gotten at least 60,000. At least.
Like, did you guys ever go to a Melbourne game that isn't a Carlton game? There's no one there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's kind of like a waste.
We're
relegate Melbourne to Marvel.
Yeah, Melbourne need to be relegated. But not only that, we've outgrown Marvel Stadium. We have 106,000 members. That membership base is only going to grow. Marvel can only fit, well, if you look at membership allocation, you can probably get 45,000, not including Medallion Club and all that other reserve shit. So I think they've just got to move 9 of the games to the MCG.
Reward us. We're bringing in all these fans. Reward us.
But it's pro versus
That's
pro.
so good.
That is
hilarious. That is hilarious.
That's exactly what his traps do look like. Like when you said that, Terry, I was like, yes, because I was noticed the other day in the press conference. I'm like, damn, Vossy must be working out like hard,
Mate,
man.
Look at it, like
the traps. Brock Lesnar's a freak of nature, though.
Man, he
has nailed it. Like just,
it's uncanny.
Well, that's incredible. Amazing.
Well done.
The things people do in their spare time, huh?
Yeah. Scott, welcome to Blue Abroad YouTube membership.
I think we should get 100,000 plus members next year.
On the Blue Abroad YouTube channel? I agree.
Absolutely. That's happening. Absolutely.
Well, that's the dream, man. That's what that is.
That's
now.
the dream.
That is the dream.
Frankie, you've got to do Eddie Betts with Rey Mysterio. Oh, he wears a mask. That won't work.
Well,
Frankie's saying he's going to do some more wrestlers.
Well, I loved Eddie. He was my favorite player. He was my favorite player.
Oh, yeah. You know, when Eddie left, I always knew he would come back to us. Like, in my heart of hearts, I knew he would end his career with us, and he did. Love that so much.
You know what? I'm saying this right now. When I was a kid, when I was playing football, I wanted number 19 with all my heart, just to play like Eddie, play his position like Eddie, kick goals like Eddie. That was just,
inspirational, man.
It's inspirational. And also, I remember when my mom picked me up early from school because Eddie Betts was in Chatston, and I was like, "Oh, we have to go." And then we went to this Build-A-Bear, and we got this. I got this bear signed by Eddie Betts, and I was like, "Thank you so much." And I was like, "Thank you." And I got a photo, which just it's just really good. Favorite card player of all time, and not only that, my favorite. He's probably my idol. He's one of my idols in life, to be honest. Like the way he stands out for what's right in the community, it's just brilliant.
He has to front up a lot. Like whenever there's racism happens at a footy game or online, they straight away go to Eddie Betts, and he hates talking about it, but he fronts up every time, and I just respect the hell out of him for it.
Yeah.
Tom, new member, welcome. Derek, just to give you the update is we haven't really gotten very far, if we're honest.
No.
Matt Owies gave some evidence about what he was doing, what he was trying to do. The AFL then made some submissions that They believe that he wasn't trying to protect Higgins. And then if you look at the bottom of the screen, that's the latest update. Our reasons why Owies and his tackle was not likely to cause injury. So that's kind of where we're at. We're just waiting for more.
Keep in mind, this means that Matt is super talented because he has to do all of this with about 2 seconds. How do I do this?
Exactly.
As well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
the game's
Beatty.
fucking ridiculous. Seriously.
Yeah.
Beatty,
God's sakes.
can we get a story about the library behind you? Like, how did it come about? What's the context? Because it's become
What kind of book? Multi-genre?
It's become a thing of legend on this channel.
Okay, well, there is a little bit of a contribution by me. It's a little bit out of screen, but I do have some Nintendo Wii games here. There's some DVDs. There's some all that. Up behind me here, there is all sorts of books. Some are probably just, I don't even know what these are, but this library's been here since I moved in from where I used to live in 2008.
Yep.
And we really just built the space from there. There's some travel books, there's some law books as well. It's all over the place, mate. I mean, it's here all night if that's the case, but I'm sure we've all got time considering we've got nothing else better to do.
What do you read? What would you say the genre of book you prefer to read is?
For me, well, that'd be sport. I like to try and get some of the statistics. Figure out. Oh, hang on, this is what happened back then. Compare that to now. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, mate, there's a bit that goes on in here.
Mate, I'm sure there is. Tori, what are you doing? Can't hear you.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, I said, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just packing my work bag. I'm gonna leave the house at like 6:50 in the morning or 7.
Oh, true. I still think we're at least an hour away from this ending.
Oh, no way.
I probably won't be here, but I'll just get back to my packing.
All right.
Wow. You know what? I still got photos of the billboard launch on my phone.
Which one? Last year?
Yeah, last year. I still got photos of them. I got photos. Yeah, I got photos. Tess, I got photos when you had hair. You got long hair.
Oh, the long hair? Never again.
Yeah.
Never again. How come, Tez?
I don't know if I'll grow it that long again. Show me.
Oh wait.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of the different length. Okay, yeah, I'll go that length again.
My hair's
Bye,
back.
Tori. Are you off?
Good night, everyone. I am.
Good night. Good night.
Bye.
See you later.
Ciao, ciao, ciao. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
That's not the.
There you go.
And then there were 6.
Mm-hmm.
You want to play a game like our lock on Owies if he gets off, like how many goals he'll kick?
2 or 3.
Yeah.
Look, I would love to see Owies play, but I also love to see Ashton Moyer. I think to me,
I was going to say that too.
Okay.
Wow.
Flesh and integrity. Let's talk flesh and integrity here.
All right. Let's unpack Ashton Moyer for a minute. Do you think that because we've seen him play really well in the quarters that he has been assigned to, that we can assume that he would be able to replicate that over 4 quarters?
No, not necessarily.
No,
but give him the chance.
It
I
will
think
be
he's
tough.
had 2 licks of the ice cream. Now give him the whole cone.
He'd grip the opportunity, like he just would. And he's like so mature and he's advanced with handling the pressure beyond belief.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there was like when I saw him play against Secura, when he came to the final moments, he stood up, like he was clean. The invasion that he did in the final quarter as well was incredible. And not only that, when he got the ball and kicked the goal, he was so composed. He felt like he belonged in the AFL, and I think that's what we need in the finals: players that can handle pressure when it comes. So I do think he can fit in a spot in our best 22, but we'll just see what happens because we got a lot of selection headaches when it comes to this
It's
Saturday.
true. But I also feel like he's the type of player that we've been needing, that more, hybrid leader player, someone who could run back as well. The person Jack Martin was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Jack Martin. Yeah.
No, I don't think he's ready.
I reckon I watched opening round today. I mean, Wiedering didn't play, Walsh didn't play. I reckon Cooper Lord could play, no problem.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I'm
7 tackles,
agreeing
nice
with that.
explosions.
Oh,
Makes
this
the
is going to
confidence
be
so high.
fascinating. So, well, let me just check and see if we've got any updates because we've got special guests joining us.
Yay.
Oh, wait, no, they've gone. Oh, what?
No, we want more guests.
Thank you,
Right.
Duggan. Come back.
I won't tell you who it is.
No.
That's funny,
I
yes.
already
That's
know
so
who it
funny.
is. I'm not saying. It's a
Oh,
secret.
okay.
You got Vader on?
No, they're just setting up. Let's have a look.
Go up. Are they here yet?
Are they ready? Hang on, I'm just checking. Hang on. I think they're ready. I think they're ready. The
Yay.
Jumper Punch are in the building.
Yes.
Hey, there we go.
Wow.
Hey.
How are we?
Hello. Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr.
Hello,
Nick.
everybody.
Who have we got? Who's in here? We've got Chris Beachy. We've got Josh. We've got Lucinda. Who else have we got?
We've got Evan and we've got Lewis.
Hello, Evan, and hello, Lewis.
Wait, are you guys live?
Yeah.
No, wait. So this is the question: how do you know an appeal's gone too long? When it goes longer than the jumper punch?
Yes.
Well done, boys. Love it.
That should be the precedent now.
It should be,
If an
mate.
appeal goes longer than the jumper punch, it's gone too long.
Well, when don't they go long anymore? Like, when?
Because
What's the
Carlton.
shortest? I remember within like 10, 15, half an hour, they used to be done. Right now?
No.
I think the Owies thing didn't start till 10:30, right?
What time
What was
did it
that?
start?
10:30?
What time did it start? 10:30. The Owies?
The Owies one.
10:06.
10:06 p.m.
10:06 p.m. p.m.
And like,
PM.
seriously, it's 11:15. What are they talking about, man? Like, seriously.
Well, the latest update is from the Carlton lawyer, which he says the extent of force was no more than Liam Jones' tackle on Aaron Cadman, which resulted in a fine rather than a suspension.
Okay. So the update is that there's no update. Gee whiz.
Wowdy's in the building. Hello, Wowdy.
Wowdy. Ouch.
G'day, everyone.
What are we do? What are we all doing?
Look at all you losers, but what a bunch of losers.
I said
mate.
I'd never
We're
join one of
sitting-
these streams ever, and I'm on one.
And when I say that, I'm one of them. Like, we're just sitting
Yeah,
here.
well, what else are you going to do?
What are we doing here? We're waiting for Owies to get off.
Do we think that by giving this much effort, it's going to like create something for the team?
Yeah. Appeal stream again, ale, ale. Appeal stream again, ale, ale. Like, you know that I can't get that chant out of my head. It's like, you know, Homer with the clapping cymbals. It's like Homer with the clapping. I know, I can't help it.
The
I'm
monkey flips. And then the monkey flips.
Yeah, that's just it.
And the monkey
He flips. That's me at the moment.
Yeah,
So,
that's it.
how is everybody anyway?
No, we're good. We've gone through. What have we gone through tonight, guys? We've gone through high school memories, detention, suspensions.
High school memories. Oh God, there's a way to
Travel
get cancelled.
stories.
We've gone through. We've actually learned a lot about each other tonight. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh God,
Kumbaya.
the old
yeah. It's been a
kumbaya.
big.
That's what I'm really thinking.
Good bonding
Yeah,
session.
bonding
High
session.
school
Yeah, it's a
memories, yeah.
Kerno. It's a BA bonding session.
Yeah, this yeah. Camp Degani. We're at Camp Degani. This is Camp
You forgot to mention we also managed to Photoshop Brock Lesnar
Oh,
with
yeah.
Watson.
Yeah,
Very
that's
Very good.
Don't scary. It's too funny.
It's actually perfect.
Yeah, it's good. It's fine.
It's actually
That's what it looks
perfect.
like under the shirt. That's what, yeah, 100%.
Look at that head, mate.
Yeah.
That's spectacular. That's some of your finest words there. That's
Yeah.
very good.
Wait, I feel like you guys will have some interesting stories. Can you tell us like a time you got a detention or suspended from high school?
No, like, it's ask him.
Rocco, you go first.
When you talk about high school, that's like 2 years ago for you blokes, man. I used to go to school on a horse and carriage. We used to go to my teacher. She was the bloody drama teacher. She used to bring us to her house, and we used to smoke bongs. Like, seriously. She was a piece too.
Oh God.
Okay.
Attention. Yeah.
I might ask is this a bit too much of a? Who was I reckon everybody in high school had a crush on a teacher.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but how are we meant to know your crush?
No, I'm just saying, like, everybody had a crush on a teacher, and if you don't, you're lying.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, there you go. Okay, fair enough.
not for me. I didn't.
Yeah, well, I mean, anyway. Yeah, no problems. No problems.
More than one.
Weldy, did you ever get a detention or a suspension?
Yes. Well, yeah, detention for sure, not suspension, but got close to a suspension. We robbed a tuck shop in grade 3.
We robbed a
Oh, look, we were innovative, you know. We saw an opening in one of the windows. We were playing in the schoolyard on the weekend, having a kick of the footy, and we noticed one of the sliding windows was open, and we went in and we just helped ourselves to ice creams and chips, and we got caught, but look, it was nothing other than probably we got told off, and actually I did get the strap once, and this is going back into the sort of late 70s. I did get a strap for being naughty. Can't remember what I did, but the cops came and we got, our names were taken down, but nothing was made of it because we were too young back then. So,
there was one time where I kicked my ball over the fence, and my teacher said, "Don't jump over the fence. Don't go get that ball." And you know what I did? I jumped over the fence and go get that ball and jump back in, and then I got in trouble.
You had to.
I had to do it.
So
I was not going to.
I jumped over the fence and got in trouble. Was that the worst thing you did? Gee.
No, the worst thing I did was escape. The worst thing I did was to escape school, and the school informed my mom and says, "You know what? Come pick up your son." So, and then
Lewis is just finding out now that he got suspended from school.
Yeah.
I only got one principal's detention. Yeah, you copped the PD. I remember. That's only one over cop. I didn't even cop a detention, and I copped 2 detentions. Oh yeah, one actually. This is a funny story, right? So one was at parade when I threw an apple. Right? I threw an apple and it hit this guy, and he's come after me, and I've ended up like belted him, like 2 real good solid blows to the head and to the guts, right? And then I copped a detention. The other detention I copped was I got, you know when you just first start high school, right? And the older people always try to get one over you, right?
Yeah.
That's just always going to be the case.
You've got to have the hierarchy.
Yeah, it's a hierarchy, right? It's the hierarchy. You've got as Michael Voss says, you've got to earn the right.
You've got to earn the right.
You've got to earn the right. So I had my locker was at the bottom, right? So I went to jig up, open the lock, and one of the other boys thought it'd be a smart idea to like come over and bump me and try to take like a specky over me, bump me over, and I dropped my lunch and stuff and all that. So I grabbed him and smashed him up against the locker and like slammed his head and almost KO'd him. Right? Tension, no worries. He ended up marrying one of my best mates' sisters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'm not going to say who it was.
Do I know them?
Yes.
Okay.
Terry, did you ever get in trouble?
Yeah, I was saying earlier, in year 7, I tipped lockers so people's books fell to the front. So when they opened them, their books would fall out. I put itchy bomb on a kid's back of his neck. Got sent home. And then in year 9, I got suspended because I snuck out of my cabin at camp and snuck into a girl's room.
He still does it.
And then on the suspension, my dad took me with him. Best bit of parenting I ever got. Took me with him to he was a baker, and for the 2-week holidays, he made me go to work with him. Get up every morning at fucking 3 a.m. I was 14, 15, and he's like, "You can do anything you want to do in this life. Don't do what I'm doing." And I fucking turned my shit around from that moment.
That's the best way to do it. Life lesson from HD, mate. A good life lesson from the big HD. Big H dog, mate.
Yeah, it's like if you wanna fuck around in school, then don't go to school. Come and work with me. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna behave.
Very good.
Did you used to wag? Anyone used to wag? Like for us, it was like a daily event. Once I went to school and the teacher said to me, "What are you doing here?" That's how many times I wagged.
Yeah.
What are you doing at school? I did. Yes, what are you doing here?
We used to wag on sport days.
On sport days.
Oh, sport days.
Yeah, the sport days we used to go to swimming and supposedly going to swimming, and we'd detour and we'd go get something to eat and go play the pennies and
top rooms.
That's it.
Yeah.
What the hell's a penny bullshit?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tech.
Yeah, the pennies. We used to go down to the pennies.
No, I never wagged.
Nah?
You would pick me for all this stuff. I didn't do it.
No, you wouldn't. I reckon you were like a nice boy.
Yeah, I didn't. I got into a few scuffles, but nothing like enough. I got one PD. It was for chewing gum.
How, man?
I was chewing gum and I got a PD. I'm like, where am I? I said, Ishii College or something. Wesley. Like, come on, man. I'm not glad. How am I getting a fucking chewing gum detention? That's what I said. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I never did anything like that. Actually, no, I did call a teacher a bitch to her face once. But I didn't cop it. She accused me of tracing a drawing. I could draw.
No, he's very good drawer. He's our graphic designer, by the way.
But I used to draw. I used to do art and all that. And all she said was, because I did the Joker, I did his face, and I did like half shaded and half unshaded, right? And she's like, "Oh, this is too good to be your work." I flipped it. Yeah. I'm like, how? And she's like, "Oh, this is you traced it, you put it on a window," and I'm like, "No, I didn't.
Prove it."
I'm like, "Said prove." That's what I said. I said, "Prove it then." And she's like, "Oh, there's no kids that can draw like this." Well, I said, "Well, I can." And then she said, "No, you can't." I said, "You're a bitch." Like, don't do it. And I walked out.
Wow.
She accused me of tracing. Like, come on, man. I would never do that.
That's disrespectful to the craft. Well, we've got we're the tribunal's now deliberating. So
yes, we're gonna have a result.
They'll be deliberating till fucking Christmas or something.
Your story's a ton.
Yeah.
Well,
How long is
yeah.
it going to take? Is it going to take till Christmas or is it going to take till New Year's?
New Year's.
Everyone.
Hey, Zach Borg.
How
are you guys?
All right.
Hey, Zachy.
How are you feeling, guys?
Good.
Tired.
Yeah.
I'm nervous about the Owies. I've been like,
Yeah, I know.
it.
Of course. I mean, well, it'll be pretty unfair if he does get suspended because, as the update was before, with the Dangerfield tackle on Walsh, it was kind of a little, it was kind of similar, and Dangerfield got off. So, like, as everyone was saying, it's pretty clear if Owies does get suspended, then the AFL clearly hates us.
I mean, what's new? What's new?
Of course.
Well, the umpires.
I want to make sure he's forever live.
The umpires aren't going to let us forget what happened on the weekend. You know that.
Yeah, one free kick in the first half is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fucked.
Well, if the decision's upheld, we might go to an appeal. So we might be back here tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Thursday night.
No, I want to watch Forever Rivals.
Yeah, we appealed
Did we appeal Fogarty's one?
Did we appeal one?
No, he broke his wrist.
No.
Broke his wrist. That was 5 when he punched
I reckon there was one that we. Wasn't it?
Boyd one.
We appealed Harry
Boyd
Mackay last year.
Boyd and Cripps too.
And we
Boyd and Clipper.
did we appeal?
We
Did
appealed
we appeal
Jack Martin
Boyd?
in the finals
No.
as well.
Yeah, we did. We did appeal Boyd.
Last year? The sling tackle? Yeah.
And they upheld.
Sling tackle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who?
Who sling tackle?
Didn't we appeal Boyd and then they upheld it?
No, Boyd was a 3-week suspension. That was for a rough tackle.
On Darcy.
No. Boyd got off. Yeah, I remember Boyd got off.
No, last year he didn't get off.
Last year, get off.
Boyd got off this year.
Port Adelaide game last year.
Boyd got off this year.
That's sad. We're all sad. We know what tribunals, who was off.
It's all Terry's fault.
Yeah.
It's all Terry's fault.
Look at him in the corner there.
Look
Look
at
at
him.
him. Look at him in the corner. Look at him with that wry smile. Look at him.
Look at him.
Hey, are you guys going to Brisbane?
Nah.
Like over $1,000 at the moment, I think. Like over $1,000. Like what the? Anyway.
If anyone's got some cabins I can sneak into up there, I'm more than happy to come along.
Are you going, Terry? Sucker!
That
was not a change.
Yeah.
Fun fact about Tez, he almost booked to go to Brisbane this week.
Brock,
He almost booked it to go
I booked-
to Brisbane this week.
I booked Sydney for the week after already as well.
Oh, you're ambitious.
They already hiking it up.
Yeah, that's just a smart bet.
I had it already 3 weeks ago. $250
And if we don't make it, you can still go to Sydney and have a holiday.
Nah, he's just getting vouchers.
Or vouchers, whatever.
Vouchers, yeah.
How much-
Hoodwinked. Absolutely hoodwinked. Hey, the JP live show. What's the story?
Who's going? I hope the 9 of you will be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. Through Lana, I'm there. It's all good.
Beautiful. It's going to be big. We've got Heath Scotland, Wiggins. We're going to have a handball competition going.
Oh, geez.
What else?
Drinks, food, entertainment.
Raffles. Raffle.
We got raffles. We got a couple of jumpers. Oh, we got one jumper.
Jumper to give away.
Yeah.
Side jumper to give away.
Hey guys, quick question. Do you
Tell
think
me.
for finals, one of the three of Binns, Lord, and Moya play maybe as like a sub?
We were discussing that.
Boys
Yeah.
play for 4.
He's gonna go to bed. He's not married him.
Jackson's gone.
He's
Ask a question and I'm out of here.
baby.
Oh, that is so good.
You know what that reminds me of? Like when you, like, I don't know if maybe for you older guys, it was like the Game Boy. For me, it was like if you had your DS and then you heard your parents knock on the door, or your iPod, you fucking throw it at the end of the bed and then you're asleep.
I used to have the Commodore 64. That was my computer.
Oh, shit, that's so fucking funny.
64, yeah.
I've got a question for Rocco.
Aiden will be there on Saturday night.
Yes.
I'm going. I'm definitely coming. You know what I did?
Missing a wedding for the
Mate,
event.
you're a star.
You're a unit.
This is the kind of commitment we want from the Blues, mate. That's a star effort, mate.
You are a unit.
He's single wedding.
I'll have 10 drinks with you.
Mate,
Easy.
we'd have such a drink. Hey, there's a handball competition going, mate. I want a handball comp with you.
No, definitely done. That's happening. I'll definitely
I
do
reckon
that.
it might be a kicking competition by the end of the night.
Gonna be very
Yeah,
good.
no, it's going to be good, man. We're going to have a bit of fun. And look, the Blues did Port did the right thing by us and put us into the final. So now it's going to be an even better night, you know.
Port
So,
abroad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Port abroad, absolutely, mate.
Updates.
Updates, no update. Oh, is there an update? No.
No, I'm asking you.
Oh,
You know what?
no. They're still deliberating.
Harry, you're a lawyer. You're one of those. Can you?
You're one of those. You're one of those. You're one of those.
Let's be serious, mate. You know what it is here. We're all playing the game. You've read the instructions on the back, mate. So that's how.
I'll tell you what it is, mate. I'll tell you, tell you exactly what's going on.
Now, what are they saying? Come on, let's be serious.
I'll tell you exactly what's going on. They're just making sure they get paid by dragging this out. For
The tricks of the trade. A couple more clicks. The Voss footy. AFL get a couple more clicks.
Industry Secrets by Terry Degani. There we go. Thank you very much.
It's like a mechanic.
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
You gotta
It's the same thing.
You got to justify it.
Yeah, it's professional.
It's literally you get to that second hour, then you can charge for the third. You get to the third, you can charge for the fourth. That's just what we're doing.
Very good.
Paul,
Very
I have
good.
a question for you.
What's that?
Paul, I have a question for you.
Yes, fire away, sir.
Do you know Frank?
Frank.
Tomoraris?
Frankie Tamaris.
Tamaris?
Yeah, he's a sick fucking
Tamaris.
Yeah.
You know he's my manager.
No
He's
way.
your manager, really?
Wow.
Yeah,
Where?
at Woolies.
Oh,
Really?
my God. He's a
Yeah.
I used to go to the footy with him, watch
he's the
Hawthorn
best,
games.
mate. He's the best.
Yeah, we were talking about you the other week, and I'm like, no fucking way. There's no way. And I invited him to. I
got a story about Frankie, mate. I got a story about Frankie that I'll tell you, mate. I don't know if it's more on here, but he was gone at this party.
Was it
Maloney's
Maloney's
party,
21st.
He
Bro.
was gone, mate. He was gone, right? Gone on, like Max gone, right?
Mate, he's
His
cooked.
bloke, he dropped him off at his house, right? And he's tried to get in with his toe with the key from like 10 meters away. It's like that. And do you remember seeing that bloke, that guy who's pissed in the street, and those Arab or Wog blokes are like recording him, and he's like drunk, and he's like kind of like, and then he eventually falls, and they all start laughing, and he falls back. That's what happened to him.
But he fell on the grass.
He fell on the grass.
fell on the
and
grass.
We're picking him up, and we brought him.
We are just sharing private stories about Aiden's manager here. Great.
Oi, I think I've got a video recording of it on Snapchat. I've got to find it though. I'm pretty sure. I swear to God, I've got to find it. I'll keep it for Saturday night.
I told him to come on Saturday.
Yes, we can get the story on Saturday. We're still deliberating. Wait, I want to ask the jumper punch. What was the rap tonight on the show from the weekend?
Oh, mate.
You got to watch it. I mean, it was a long period. I mean, we got a bit heated in here.
It got really heated, actually.
How so?
Well, we kind of got different kind of point of views. I mean, I think we kind of agreed at the end, but we had different point of views of how the season's gone.
Ashton Moyer.
Ashton Moyer was a big
hot
one.
topic, yeah.
Ashton Moyer was a big one. How the season's gone. Are we up for it? You know, like all sorts of things. Like, yeah, and I think
It was actually a very good debate and very good discussion.
I'm going to give you. I'll ask you a question, guys. Moyer, should he have played the whole game, or do you think the quarter was enough and he wasn't able to play out a whole 4 quarters? Is that the correct
The
way?
question is Ashton Moyer ready to play a full game?
Yeah. No.
How are we meant to know?
Yeah.
Give them a chance to even try and then go from there.
So if
Well,
he,
that's
let's just because we asked the
everyone
question here.
saying, all of that was saying that Voss said he's not ready to play a full game. He's not fit enough or, match fit to play a full game. He won't be able to run it out. My argument is if he's not ready to play a full game, he shouldn't be in there because what happens if we need him from the start of the game? What happens if there's an injury right up and he's not ready to go? Then
You go to Michael Voss and sit with him and say, you know what, Michael? I know better than you.
He said he's not ready. Take his word for it.
I'm not taking his word. If he's not ready, he shouldn't be playing. But then Paul did come up with a good point. We've just got nobody to put in, So what are we supposed to do, But to me, I would have loved to see him for 4 quarters, But
Yeah. It's
I think at least 2 quarters.
It's the thing that you
Definitely
don't
at
see,
least
you
2
don't know.
quarters.
Yeah, I would have loved a half. I thought it was.
Yeah.
I mean, my instinct was when Taylor was the emergency. Why did he come into the team from being an emergency? I thought that was weird.
Yeah. Look, maybe. Look, at the end of the day, I think they should have brought him on a bit earlier. I think
I agree with that. Yes.
that maybe, yeah. But I would have loved to see him 4 quarters.
But you know what's funny? People say bring him on earlier. People say bring him on in the 3rd quarter. We kicked 5 goals in the 3rd quarter.
Did we?
Yeah.
5 goals.
Yeah. So, that's the what do you do?
To me, my argument is, man, Durden wasn't right to play, but he couldn't lift up his arm. I would have rather have played a Moya than a Durden that day. That's
the argument.
But we needed the player of Moya's size in that forward line. There is that type of player is not there at the moment.
Yeah.
And the other thing is they played Lord for 62% of game time, so just a little bit over half. So they did a lot of rotations with the younger guys.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I got a question. Do we keep Kemp forward?
You mean
In the
like
side.
when everyone's back?
Permanently?
Yeah, discuss that. That's a good point. Keep forward. I would.
Yeah.
You mean like full time?
Yeah.
With Charlie and Harry.
With Charlie and Harry, I'd keep him forward for the Brisbane game at least. I think I wouldn't bring him back. Paul actually would drop him.
Yeah, I'll drop him.
Voss is the first one to drop him. When the shit hits the fan, he's always the guy who gets dropped.
So if Kemp's playing forward, does Moya also play in the team?
Well, that's interesting. So if you're bringing in Harry and Charlie and Williams, I mean, people have to go. So
it's a conundrum.
It is. I think we all like Moya. We all like him, and we all think he's going to be a good player. He definitely brings something to the table.
He's got it.
Yeah,
he has got it.
He's got it.
He's replacing Jack Martin. We all know that.
What do you all think about Jackson Binns, though?
That's Jack Martin. Yeah.
Would
What
you
do you think
play
about
Jack
Jackson
Martin? Would you bring
No.
in Jack Martin next week?
No,
No.
not after what he did to Fogarty.
No.
Still dirty on that.
We were talking about selection integrity then, and then the Doherty came up. Would you play?
That's the
Yeah.
other one.
Doherty.
Super sub.
Pulling at the heart of
That'd be
Doherty
sick.
for.
That'd be sick as a sub in the 4th quarter, or maybe 3rd quarter, 4th quarter, because you're going to get a lift. But I don't know.
But again,
The reality is, he's missed the whole season of footy.
Yeah.
There's no way he's ready to go. And I love Doherty. He's my favourite player, but there's no way he's ready to go.
Played half the game.
Yeah, if you
I have
bring
a
him
question.
in, play no game time. It's a big call. If he breaks
Massive.
down, or I don't know, man. It's a final.
But with that said, there's the feeling that we're lacking a certain leadership out there at the moment. So
He definitely brings
is it worth it for the leadership alone?
Maybe.
And
And
I think we're also lacking heart and soul in our team, and Sam Doherty was our heart and soul player, and so is Jack Savani, who gives that hunger and structure in the forward line. So I think that's what we're missing, especially when it comes to that balance in the team.
Do you think Doc would put his hand up do you think Doc would put his hand up if he didn't think he could contribute?
Yeah, he's mature enough.
Probably.
I think so.
So, like,
Look,
do you think he'd be selfish enough to put his hand up knowing that he couldn't truly contribute?
I don't think.
As in, he's a leader of the club, right? He was a captain of the club, so he understands putting the club before the individual. I reckon you trust him to know if he could actually impact, and if he doesn't, you criticize and whatever. But
you'd like to think he's got integrity. So
yeah,
this has happened to him 2 times. He knows this process. He's done it before.
Yeah.
I think if he thinks he's ready to go, and the coaches,
so we need a miracle to win a flag. Let's be honest.
That's all right. We can do it.
A flag in itself is
I think it's just based on belief and, about the psychological mentality of the players. Like, if they think they can do it, they can do it. Like, we all know how good their best can be. They just need to put their heads to it and work together as a team and find that balance, that what makes them good. Because when it comes to finals, it's a different ball game. It's more contested, more pressure, and more harder. So we have to. I think, to me, this team can do it. I mean, we all know what they can do. So it's up to them to pull in the strings, pull in the back nets, and the talent they need to make sure we go deep into the finals.
Absolutely.
Terry, seriously, if anyone can win the flag out of the top 4, any time in history, it's this year, and we know what our best is capable of. Mate, we're going to create history and win it from 8th. Just watch. I'm telling you. I was talking to my dad about it at dinner. I'm just like, look, week 1, lines done, easy. We'll whoop them.
Oh, we are cooked,
Next
mate.
week, done. We'll beat them. Don't worry about it. We'll lock down Jesse Hogan. Week 3.
I have a question.
Mate, it's ours. It's our flag to lose.
What have you got?
Let's get
It's
rid
our
of
flag to lose. I like that.
I love your optimism. I love it.
Exactly. We're in charge of our own destiny.
I promise you, I'm not on anything as well. I'm not on nothing.
You got to believe, man. He's riding away. You got to believe, man. Like you don't. Well, you do. You don't look at it like that. You don't look that we've got to travel 3 times. You only look at we have to travel to Brisbane for now. That's it. And then it goes down to we have to travel again. And then you travel again. But I understand, but it's still only 1 game, man. Let's get to Brisbane. Why can't it happen? It's never happened from 8th. I said this before. It's never happened from 8th. I bet you they said it never happened from 7th, and then the Bulldogs did it. And it never happened from 6th, and Adelaide did it. And it never happened from 5th, and then Adelaide did it again, man, just take a one time at a time. Get your players back, see what they can do. You just never know, mate.
One thing I've learned about this club is they never do it the conventional way. It's always got to be
the hardest way.
This month was the most romantic victory, and they flipped it. So, if they get it from 8th, then they have a different version of history. So it's just like totally Carlton. It's like trumpet Carlton at its finest.
Can I just say something? A lot of people have done us in history. Like in the 1970 grand final, no one thought we would come back from 44 points down, but we came back and won. In the 1999 Premier final, everyone said Essendon was going to win against us, smash us, but Carlton still won. It's about creating history. It's not about, let people say whatever they want. It's up to us to change history. It's up to us to write our own story and choose our own destiny. Who cares? Because you know what? This is Carlton Football Club, and we can do it. All right, no matter what anyone else says, that nothing's impossible. I'm just hoping that the players know that at the end of the day.
That's the big question: is do the players have that kind of trust?
8 stories, 1 ending.
The problem is that's great, and I believe I'm the same as you. The problem is there's another side that's going to be against us. We're saying exactly the same thing, So you're playing against another team that wants exactly the same thing.
And they've been there how many
Oh,
times?
yeah.
They got finals experience in abundance.
But I believe, mate. I'm telling you, man. I believe, mate, that we can do it. We can do it one step at a time, one quarter at a time. We bring in that full side, and we can do anything against Brisbane, and then we'll just take, mate. You might play against Brisbane, win, and then, I don't know, GWS gets 3 or 4 injuries, just like what we did. And then all of a sudden, it becomes a lot easier.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, we all talk about how tight the competition is. You've seen it this year. It is tight.
Very tight.
I have a question. Now, I don't know if you guys discussed it, but
This is like question and Q&A.
Q&A.
Q&A on ABC? Yeah, Q&A. This is Q&A on ABC.
there's a certain Italian wog that wants out of Melbourne.
We discussed this too. We did discuss it. Yeah, we did discuss it at length.
What do you think?
It's the modern day Barassi.
Modern day Barassi, I love that test.
Giving up Mackay. No way
No.
going to give up Mackay.
No.
Man. Like,
No.
Not worth it.
You don't give up.
Do not love homegrown stars that you've drafted to a point and invested so much time in, because it's just not good for internal culture. It's just not good for pathways. If we are to give away and get him, it has to just be picks, not a player.
Yeah.
Can't be. It can't be a player that we've put
time and
so
effort.
that for me they're not. It's Cripps, Wiedering, Walsh, Curnow, and Wiedering. Completely off limits.
And Mackay,
all off limits.
Yeah, 100%.
So if he nominates Carlton specifically,
Yeah.
What do we give up?
Yeah, like how do we
Well,
get him?
you'd involve a third club.
Do it with
third
picks,
club.
and if you can't do it, well, bad luck.
Yeah.
No, well, you'd involve a third club. You'd probably
but-
get a club
Because we've
that's
still got to
wanting
draft the
draft
Camperelli
picks.
boys.
You'd want a club that's wanting draft picks instead of players.
Exactly.
You got the
And
Camperelli.
you do that trade and do a 3 or 4 way trade with those.
The thing is, where we
have to
gonna
be future picks.
where we gonna
Walker?
where we gonna get that money from, though? For him?
Well, that's it. There is no cap space. So that's the whole Harry conversation. Is that's the kind of equivalent cap space.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Then stay in Melbourne, mate. Don't bother.
You know
Don't
my
come.
theory
I don't want
on
him.
you know my theory on the salary cap is.
It's all bullshit.
Just an illusion.
There, cuz brown paper bags, cuz, bro. Here and there, don't worry. And your sway.
To me, every club salary cap is just an illusion.
Well, look at Collingwood. They're bringing in players every year. I don't know how they do it.
Don't worry, there's more, cuz. There's more.
Give a job to the wife, a job to the cousin. a job to
The biggest myth is that we don't have cap space.
Huh? Sorry,
I said
what
I
was
think
that?
the biggest myth is that we don't have cap space. I think we've
Yeah,
got.
100%.
Oh, we've got
100%.
money, mate. We've got money. We've got money.
We do, but we've got to bring in some
Don't worry,
players
young
too.
guys there too. Don't worry.
No, we had enough of Will Hayward earlier in the year. All of a sudden, we don't have enough.
Yeah.
We've got money.
And we get rid of Jack Martin. That'll free up some.
We've got a bank as a sponsor for crying out loud.
Do you remember what was it? The Super Wog, the soccer, where
Yeah.
they're like, oh,
Yeah.
Australia,
European League, you will earn $1 billion. European League, bro, you will earn $1 billion.
Socceroos, once I earn $10 a week. European year.
I'll give you one. Would you give up the Camperelli twins for Petrarca?
No,
No way.
No, well, no.
Influence culture.
Yes.
That's the
I'm
future.
with Terry.
What do you mean the future, mate? They're untried. You don't even know.
I'm with Terry.
I'd give them up personally.
Yeah, I'm with Terry.
Yeah, but
The
we don't know
modern
how
game-
Petrarca's going to be either. Like, he's
the
just
modern
had the
game
equivalent of
is
a car crash.
The modern game is a ground ball game. You need goal kicking mids.
But where are you getting a goal kicking mid that can give you 3 to maybe he can kick 4 or 5 goals in a game?
So if you're doing that, you're saying that we are winning premierships.
Well, we're on the verge.
Yeah. So that'll just
The time is now.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. There's a kid named Cody Walker who's Andrew Walker's son, and he may be a top 5 pick next year.
No, the year after.
Do we get
The
rid
year
of
after 2026.
Year after.
in 2026? He may be a top 5 pick.
All three, cuz. All three.
Yeah, go on.
All three, cuz. Got property car. You got to
Just imagine a midfield of him, Cripps, and Walsh, and Tom. What was that?
and George Hewitt.
And George Hewitt.
Oh.
The way I look at it is it's just going to be another Tom Pepper situation. It's just not going to happen.
Here we go, talking about big fishes yet again.
It's not going to happen. It's going to be Tom Pepper 2.0.
It's not happening, mate. It's not
At
happening.
least it wasn't Clayton Oliver.
My conclusion
No, it's
that
not
he's staying.
Is that he'll stay? Like, as in, he's just creating a little bit of noise?
Yeah. And also, too, like the mental state of the player, too, to want to get out of that out of Melbourne. He just signed a 7-year contract.
I mean, and it's just got a little bit hard, and he just walks.
Great point, brother.
Yeah.
We're just looking outside in, so yeah.
It could be all.
Yeah, I mean, let's say Carlton did get him. What's to stop him from saying in 3 or 4 years, "Oh no, fuck you, I'm out again"?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, hopefully by then he's
Yeah,
got
be
4 flags.
retired. Got 5 flags.
We got 5 flags. We handball. We get Harry back.
I know what you're saying.
5 flags in 4 years.
We'll win an extra one.
Surely this can't be that hard of a deliberation. Like, what are they debating here?
Carlton, man, come on, you're used to this now.
It's ridiculous. It's Owies for a sling tackle. And we've been here like 3 hours.
That he got a week for.
I think they're deliberating what he had for dinner.
That's fine.
Jesus Christ, this is going to be more longer until Essendon was a final for crying out loud. Just give us the bloody answer.
Lap
The
it
tri-
up. The more the merrier.
The more
No, the tribunal.
The merrier.
The more the merrier.
Imagine this: the tribunal meets up at lunch and says, "Right, we've got Pickett first. Let's just go late enough on Owies so it's sleepover abroad over on that channel. We won't say."
I will say one thing. I'm happy and glad that they upheld the Pickett ban.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the worst, yeah, but you know, final he should have caught 5. He's the worst. He took 12 players out when we versed him. Like it took Snopes out twice. You know, government.
Torpedo, mate. Torpedoes into people.
He tried to catch Chris in the finals.
He's done it again. He's done it again. He's done it again. You bastard. He's done it again. I should call me up.
Tommy's in chat.
Tommy is in the chat. He's alive.
We need to get him in.
Tommy, get in.
Get him in. Get him in.
We want Pommy in. We want Pommy in.
Well, they're chanting.
We want Pommy.
Pommy again, ale, ale. Pommy again, ale, ale.
It's everyone's name.
Play the trumpet, Terry.
I'm gonna play the trumpet if he gets off. That's kind of what I'm waiting for and hoping for.
Okay, so the Tommy
Before
getting
you
off
announce
is
it, play the
last
trumpet
thing.
because then we'll know that
Yeah,
he's gone.
if you hear the trumpet, it means he's gotten off.
Yay.
I wonder what happened to Zachy Borg after his mum.
Zachy Borgie's here in the chat. I saw him. Flying around. He might have.
Did he say what happened? Did he say what happened?
I don't know what happened.
Did he get caught?
Zachy, what happened, mate?
Hey, Rocco. I can't wait for Forever Rivals tomorrow.
What was that?
I can't wait for Forever Rivals tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be good, man.
What's on the agenda tomorrow?
Bloody losers.
There's no one left, mate.
They're absolute losers, man.
Hey, thank you so much for doing this job, man. It makes me entertained, and you know what? I just love it.
Look, I don't do
Regulating
anything
to Mark is so good.
dumbasses, man. So they do it to themselves. But Mark is a very special person.
Yeah. as people, we respect them, but the choices of their teams, no.
Oh, it's so terrible, man. Like,
no, the only person I respect is Quinn.
yeah, no,
That's the
everyone
only
loves
person.
Quinn.
Quinn is the only sane one of you.
Quinn's all
Quinn is,
class,
Quinn is
mate.
good.
Quinn is the only sane one.
Mate, Quinn's retiring, mate. He's seen 3 flags. He's just got the feet up with his cigar, mate. Whatever.
Seen one of the greatest finals players ever, mate.
He's loving it, and he reckons he's getting like 21st picks in the first 20
Just a question on Moya, Cooper, and Beans. Do you reckon it's good for them to play in this final? That way they can experience what a big game and a big final is.
It depends on who comes out, really. Who's coming in.
I wouldn't be against it.
I think we just need to like. The point is like like if we go back to the old players, like it's just not going to be good. Like like we go back to like the old players. I think we just need to find someone new, like find new players, like find some bit of youth that will give 110% in. So
we have him.
Either that, I think Cooper Lord will be a good player for me to say.
He reminds me of Chris.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, those players haven't had a body of work that we can go off. The only one being Cowan. Cowan's ready to go.
Yeah, no, Cowan's ready.
Cowan.
Cowan's ready.
No.
We had like 4
Let's
19-year-olds
be
playing.
serious, right? We discussed this against Brisbane. You could have possibly 9 players ready to come back. We say that about 6 to 7 might be ready, right? You don't back in.
Paul, mate.
Oh, Paul's dying.
Oh,
mate, he's dying.
Are you okay, busy?
Oh, me.
Probably got tackled by Voss earlier.
He just woke up. He just woke up to have a look what's going on.
He's had a nap. How are you feeling, mate?
Oh, not so good, mate. Not so good. But I just couldn't believe. I couldn't believe you guys were still going.
Mate, it's midnight on a school night.
It's less than 60 seconds.
Mate, here, take the handy.
Oh man!
Wow. Have a sweet cuz.
Yeah, I need something stronger than that.
Hey, guess what I've been doing?
That's 90% alcohol.
Oh,
he wants hard stuff that goes in his veins.
That'll definitely kill your insides, mate. You won't feel anything after that.
What is it, like a or something?
So on
Good
game
luck.
day, after
Sorry?
the on game day when we play Brisbane, for everyone that drinks coffee, we have to get a latte with the sugar.
Why?
Because Vossy gets a latte with a sugar.
It's a large latte. It's a
We haven't
large
drink
latte.
milk and coffee anymore, but we're going to be drinking a latte with a sugar just for good omens.
Drink double
Can it be lactose free, or else I won't even make it to half?
Dan doesn't give a fuck as long as it's not raining.
You need to have a toilet next to you there.
Hey, man. Vossy leads the way.
I might just watch it from the toilet.
Hey, the toilet at the G that sees out. That toilet at the MCG with the window, yeah. You can have a slate and go and watch. You can watch. Yeah, there's a window there.
No way.
There is. Yeah, it's on in the MCC. Yeah.
Privileged. They're privileged.
You won't go to the toilet at the G.
No, I don't go to toilet public places. No, too precious.
He holds it in.
As in, like, I get it for number 2s, but number 1s, you go, right?
Yeah.
Is what we've got to talking about.
Why does it always end up here, man?
We always are.
Remember
who were we on when we were? And then we spoke. Who were we speaking about shit with?
Oh, it was.
Oh yeah. We started talking about shit.
Like, do you guys have a squatty potty?
A squatty potty. I used to.
What's a squatty?
Yeah, a potty.
What is
A
that?
little white potty, like a little thing. Yeah,
Well, as a kid.
Yeah.
No, when you're an adult,
Oh.
you put your feet on it. It opens up your hips.
Oh yeah, like
Oh.
that. Like that. Yeah.
No,
And you poo freely.
Apparently,
All right.
that's the way to
What? We're talking about
Stand by. Stand by. The tribunal has returned.
Oh,
Hey.
All right, the trumpet's about to go off.
Is it ready? Is it?
We're all just here for this.
They usually say this is what happens in horse racing, right?
The longer
When there's a protest, the longer the appeal goes for, the more likely it is that
it's upheld.
not upheld.
dismissed.
Yeah, it'll be they'll get rid of it.
Yeah.
The result will be reversed.
No, in horse racing, it is upheld.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't get confused. The result will be reversed.
Reversed, yeah.
The longer it goes on, the result is reversed.
This one
It's saying it's more likely to be dismissed.
Come on.
Yes, correct.
You watch. He's going to get like 3 weeks.
I can't believe Pom's just got up for this. Just the one.
I can't stick again. Oh my god.
Pom got up to take some more painkillers, and then I saw that you guys were on here, and I was like, let's come and see what they're doing.
And here you are.
Talking about having
Hey, Rock and Wowdy, Lucinda, you've seen a flag. Beachy, you've
Just.
When you win the first one, like, is it enough? Like, everyone just wants to see one.
You say it's enough.
No.
You say it's enough.
I became so jealous of my dad.
Wait, so you
My
just
dad-
you're just trapped forever wanting more?
Yes.
Logically within reason. Logically, yeah.
You're satisfied for a little while. Like, and you live on it for a little while, but then you want more. You want
And
more.
it also depends on the list as well.
What do you mean?
So if the list, so when I first saw 79, that was a young team, and I knew we probably should have won 80 as well if we didn't have that off-field turmoil. So, and then we won 81, 82. So you look at the list and you know based on their maturity and where they're at, and you know they got more in them, and you got bragging rights in the schoolyard and in the office and all those sorts of things. So, it's all that. You always want more. Trust me. I mean,
Wait, so we're never escaping this? Like, we're never going to escape this? Like, you win it and then you're free?
I think now it's a bit different though.
He's doing a Michael Schofield already. He's plotting his escape path. He's already plotted it.
Well,
he's got tattoos on his body already.
He's been doing the pull-ups to get out of there. Think about this, Terry. I'm 54, right? And I'm hanging out for this premiership. Like, I'm thinking that we can do it. So it never goes away, mate. It never goes away.
Well, they're so hard. We're actually discussing this tonight. They're so hard to win, right? So how old are you now?
54.
54. How many have you been consciously aware of? 4 or 5? 4.
Probably 4.
Okay, so he's been consciously aware of 4 flags in his 54 years of living.
Yeah.
What's that? 1 in every 11? 1 in every 12? Just goes to show you how bloody hard it is.
Yeah.
Well, look at St Kilda. If they wanted a flag, they would just retire. They would just retire. See you later.
Win one every year against us.
Yeah.
Matt Owies,
And then if
one
they-
match
if you're a-
ban has been upheld. He will
Hey, you know what that means?
What?
Do you know what this means? If you
Moya?
go
no
back
appeal.
to history, when our bans get
Upheld?
dismissed,
Oh.
we bloody lose.
Oh, yeah.
This has been upheld. So you know what that means?
He's right.
Oh, we're
Lions
gonna win.
Don't say that, Paulo. Don't say that. You put the fucking Malocchio on us.
No, there's no Malocchio. It's the opposite.
Yeah, correct. It's the opposite.
Wait, it's the opposite?
So we lose. Yeah, we lose tonight, but we win next week.
Okay, all right.
Well, they can still appeal, so it's whether they'll choose to do that.
It's the Santa theory.
Yeah, do everything the opposite.
Yeah. I always get tuna on toast. I get chicken on rice with a cup of tea.
What happens if they appeal it again? Like the pay? Then he goes
Thursday.
like salmon, because tuna goes downstream and salmon goes upstream.
Right.
Exactly. Good for the tuna.
Wow.
They wouldn't
As
have
if you didn't get off.
they're appealing,
we
would
just
they?
cop
Because
the
it's a
week?
waste of distractions.
I don't think they'll reappeal.
Yeah, I'd say we've just copped the week.
Right. So what was that?
Take it to the Supreme Court. We're going to get
John
Robert
Elliott would do.
paying $50K.
I bet you it was.
Focus needs to be final. Like, the focus.
I've got a question for Pommy.
Who said that?
Pom, me, Aiden.
Oh, sorry, Aiden. Yeah, go ahead, mate.
You were talking about how we need Owies for next week, and how you said that Fantasia won't play his role. So what does that mean now? So if Owies is not going to play,
Well, someone's going to have to step up, doesn't it? I'd imagine it means Motlop's probably not going to get dropped. That everyone.
We're fucked.
No, it's probably an opportunity, isn't it, for Motlop to play that loose role which he's hanging to play? Or is Zach Williams right? I'd imagine they'll be hoping Zach Williams is fit, but I'd imagine Motlop probably is counting his lucky stars.
I'm not gonna lie, I'll take Fantasia over Motlop because at least Fantasia can use the ball where I kick a goal. Yeah, Motlop just doesn't do nothing.
Motlop almost
like
saved the
He
game
can turn it on for all we know. Kick 4, who knows?
I know we almost saved the game, but come on, like you can't just like kick one goal. I expect for him to lay some more tackles, create an impact, get more scoring involvement. I'm expecting more from him. I know it's a lot, but you just have to deliver sometimes.
I feel
Hasn't
like
been
we're
easy.
being duped because we usually do these things and we get a bit of a result. Now it feels like 3.5 hours of nothing.
It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. It's
That's right, mate. We got 3.5 hours of fucking winning next Saturday night.
Well, at least we got to know each other a bit more.
Yeah, that's it. Right, I'm off. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
And you're rowdy. We're here with all our friends and all our family. Where else would you rather be?
Oh, Paul, you sentimental bastard.
Life is good.
Come on, guys. We're in a final in 2 weeks' time.
Fire up. Seriously.
Playing Brisbane.
Yeah, you're going, Terry, man. You should be firing up the troops.
Revenge.
I am. It's just midnight on Tuesday.
They're trying to from the final. It's not going to work. They're trying to distract Carlton. It won't work.
No, look, it's just been a long evening. I think we're going to
Terry, there's another update if you look at it.
Oh shit.
We're going to appeal again.
Oh my Christ, the Blues are now arguing.
Oh my Christ, the Blues are now arguing exceptional and compelling circumstances should apply for his penalty.
Still going.
Because of his character. Go home. It's like a cockroach. It doesn't die.
It's like the cockroach. Oh my god.
Oh.
He said, "Fuck the appeal. We're doing it now."
Oh my God.
Where was this, Pom?
Until 3 o'clock in the morning.
David Zeta.
You're joking.
Who, Schnitz, man?
Maybe he's just bullshitting.
Paul, how the hell are you on a watch along for an appeal and you haven't got Twitter open?
Because I'm always on it.
What's your thing?
Do you know what I mean? That's like doing a poo in a public toilet and not washing your hands. You drop burger.
Hey, I've seen that happen before. It's disgusting.
Yeah, so have I,
called the
mate.
MPG.
I've been on a night out in Newcastle too.
All right,
You are
while we're
kidding me.
sitting here, It's all right. I'll cheer Terry up. Since he did the climb, I found this gem from childhood. So we'll just have that as our metaphorical climb Bible. Page 17 and 24, very ironically interesting. This childhood gem, the rest I already had earlier. So that was kind of like, you know,
Hey,
whatever.
Cleo's with us too now.
Mooney got the say.
Right, I'm gonna go on triple dose.
All right, Pommy.
So, peace, love, enjoy.
Love you, Pommy.
Hey, brother. Take a few. Take a few. Cleo, sit.
Wait, so
Cleo,
is it over? Is the night over? Are we done?
It's Rambo.
Nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off. Nothing is over.
Oh my god. What
What's in my world? You asked me. I didn't ask you.
How good's Rambo, by the way? What a great movie. Great set of movies. That's the line. Oh, God.
He's the best. Nothing is over.
Terry, do you want to laugh?
Do I want to laugh?
Yeah.
Sure.
I haven't really read this book since I went to a Coldplay concert, and I don't know what was in the book. This just bloody fell out of it.
What is it?
It's a blue butterfly.
Fly pelican. Fly pelican.
He's like friggin' confetti from the Coldplay concert. So we just like apply the Viva La Vida rule, and when we use the rule of the world, we'll rule the world again. Fuck it.
Pretty simple. Oh my god, that's
That was just funny.
What do you mean it's still going?
What do you argue now? It was 1 week.
It's. I mean, they're just trying everything they can, I guess.
They do.
You might as well.
Hey, who's going to training on Saturday, by the way?
Me.
Yeah.
I'll try to get there.
Yeah, we'll be there.
I'll see you there, Adelaide.
You're on a fucking stream in the middle of the night watching Owies. Of course you're going to go to training.
Yeah.
It's just such a shit time, like 9:30 Saturday morning. Oh.
Mate, it could be at 5 in the morning. We'd all still be there.
I don't care.
Josh at 9:30 in the morning on a Saturday there. Come
Mate,
on, man.
I'm playing Brushkolo with my nonno and uncle, mate. Coffee and getting cannoli.
Anyway, do I still go to this wedding or do I watch all the
Nah.
It's the jumper punch show.
Hey, if I was you, I would go to the Jumper Punch show, then a wedding.
I am.
Because I'm not going to the Jumper Punch show, and I'm pissed. I'm not Jumper Punch.
You can be there for the divorce.
Yeah, no. He's just give me the
Talk about 0 to 100.
So what do we argue on good character?
Good character.
Just for the the penalty.
Yeah, exceptional and good character. So because he's a good bloke,
Exceptional and compelling circumstances should apply.
I agree. Owies is a great bloke.
Yeah.
He's a passionate bloke.
Like every time he celebrates, he just bloody goes up and he goes crazy.
Hey, imagine this works.
Oh my god.
It's fucking hilarious.
I mean, if it works, play the trumpet.
Of course.
It feels like Zeta's saying, "Nah, fuck another 4 hours. I'm gonna try now, bastards."
This is weird.
This is just
What was your initial reaction at the ground? I thought it was just ball gone.
I didn't pick up on it straight away.
To be honest, I didn't notice it at all.
But I didn't think he'd get reported.
No, I didn't think he would because he didn't get concussed.
There's nothing in it.
Play out the game, no concussion test, holding the ball. What are we doing?
Hit his chest on the ground.
Yeah, but everyone in the media is saying that it's fair. Like it's fair that Liam Johnson gets suspended, but always got suspended. It's ridiculous.
Carlton says.
I don't get it. They say that when it's just stupid. It's inconsistent.
Carlton says Owies should receive a fine rather than a suspension due to his exceptional character.
Of course, you're gonna say
He's a great bloke.
He's
It sounds like
It
sounds like the time.
He has to be suspended throughout his whole career, yet not having even been fined. Of course, he should not be like, suspended. He's not Keziah Pickett that likes to bump heads. He's a good bloke. Like, hey.
Yeah.
This sounds
Well, I
like
was
the time
mentally
when
checking out. I was mentally
bro.
wrapping up.
It sounds like the time where I buddy wrote a letter to Vic Roads because I got fined for speeding, telling them because I've got a good record, I should get off the fucking phone.
I did that. I just did that.
Good gun.
Really?
Did they prompt you to go tell you fuck yourself or?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just pretty much. And now I'll send them another one saying that I can't afford it and see what they can do about that.
Well, there's a sign he'll get off.
File for bankruptcy.
Oh, I'm going to try. I'm going to make it go as long as possible.
Oh, you'll easily be able to drag it out, bro. I dragged mine out for like 3 or 4 months. It was great.
Oh, I've already dragged it out for that long.
Oh, mate. You're set for another 4 then.
Yeah, I can get a lot out of it.
The amount of fucking bus ride fines I've got that I haven't paid, I can't be fucked. Fuck
Do you
'em.
realize that you're giving evidence while you're saying this live on a fucking show?
Telling on yourself. Rap snitches telling all the business.
You're telling people.
Do you still think that we're going to if he doesn't get doesn't get off? Do you think that we will still reappeal?
I think this is the appeal. I think they're trying to avoid the appeal by saying, bugger it, we've been here for 3 to 4 hours. We're going to try one more time.
The only time they can appeal, the only reason they could appeal tonight is if they contend that there was an error in the application of the law.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we are. Of course.
So you can't go back on Thursday and say, oh, should have been low impact. The way in which they determined that it was medium impact is how they would need to argue it. So it's just.
I think it's they're just trying to get back at us because maybe one of our fans threw a bottle on the pitch or the umpire. I think that's why they're
They're not going to forget that. They are not going to forget that anytime soon. Neither will the Oppo supporters.
Update.
Hey, Paul.
The
Yes.
tribunal is now
What do you think of the
deliberating.
Gunners, mate? Where do you think you guys will end up?
Oh, for fuck's sake, Gary's trying to say something.
Number 1, we're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league. I know you don't believe us. I know you don't believe us. I know you don't believe us. We're gonna win the league.
The Tribunal is deliberating again.
The tribunal is deliberating again. They've gone back into their.
Hey, my team is bloody shit. My team is bloody shit. Manchester United, Manchester United, Manchester United. They're so fucking shit. I can't.
Fuck this. Seriously, what the fuck?
Petra, they are deliberating on the penalty and whether we should receive a fine rather than a suspension.
So Taz Powell thinks that Arsenal's going to win the league. Do you think you're going to win the league?
Wait, Gary, I just flipped the page 95 of the book. Fuck off. It's already done. We'll get off.
I went live anyway. Mate, even Cleo's gone to sleep.
God, what time does everyone have to be up tomorrow morning? Jesus.
I can sleep in.
1:30 p.m.
I'll sleep in.
This is my afternoon. 7.
I think I'm going to drive a train at about 4:30.
Luckily, those things have tracks.
Terry's lost it.
Oh my god.
I've got to try and train at about 4:30.
So I want to be. I
Oh,
want
this is
to
Coach.
I want to
I
be
get on the South
one.
Morang line.
I'm getting on
If you get it, walk or take the bus.
Oh.
About the plane, yeah, no. We'll be right. Been through it before.
Yeah, this is very lucky it's not Sunday because I need to wake up probably early on next Monday.
I'm going to be on Saturday. I'll be going all the way through. I'll wake up at the evening because of work, and then I'll stay up and I'll be at training at it's like night for me at 9:30 at that time.
When?
This weekend.
This Saturday night.
Yes, I'll go to training, get fit, go to bed, and then stage show.
And stage show all night, yeah. And then we'll probably be there all night.
Hey, you know what, guys? I got a question. Would you be open? If Carlton was a flag, do you think you would get a car tattoo on you?
A Carlton tattoo?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would.
No.
I would.
Probably.
Yeah.
I probably would.
Yeah.
I'll get Rocco's face on my back if we do.
Are you holding it to this year or every year? Any year?
We all do it. We all get a Rocco tattoo.
Imagine you get a jumper punch tattoo as well. I get jumper punch.
I'm gonna be a stick tattooed on my brain.
Maybe. I've already got. I'll probably get one, I reckon. You can get
David
one for sure.
Zeta.
Yeah, I'm in the Herald.
Oh, what's he said now?
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Now, Terry.
He just said
I'd just get like just 17 CFC on my ankle. Tiny
Very
little
generic.
one. Just a tiny one. I just in like normal ride.
I'm gonna get Owies.
Where were you Tuesday 20? Well, now it's Wednesday. David Zeta.
Oh my god, it's Wednesday.
Let it be known that they are deliberating out of due process. This argument will not succeed, and if it does, I will not cover another tribunal.
Oh God.
You know what? You know what? Go.
This is mirroring the Freo game.
I was going to say, oh,
Yes.
Students, let me get out the world's smallest violin for you. Fucking hell.
Like Lee.
Fucking hell. Like he was quiet for about an hour. Fucking hell.
Come on, where's it gonna end?
Hey, Paul. Just a question.
When's it gonna end?
Hey, Paul. Just a question. You've actually met with AFTV, I think, Lee Gunner,
Yes.
haven't you? Yes. Does he actually know about Carlton? Have you spoken to him about Carlton?
What's that?
Have you spoken to him about Carlton? Like,
I
who we
have.
are? What has he said?
He's very all the English Lee Judges and Robbie, both of them are very confused by the idea that at a big rivalry game you have fans of opposition clubs sitting next to each other. Right? So like if it was that, it just doesn't happen in England, right?
Yeah, but
it doesn't happen in any European country. Yeah,
What,
so
they sit next to each other?
no. If you had a Spurs fan sitting in an Arsenal away set or is sitting in an Arsenal bay at the Emirates, security will come up and tell you to get out. Like they'll tell you to leave.
They know there's going to be trouble.
All right, we have a result.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, there's no trust based on that, Terry.
Argument has failed. Yeah.
The argument has failed.
The appeal.
Still winning, it doesn't matter.
It's a disgrace. And you know what? I hate this bloody appeal. I hate everything about
Anyway,
this. It's a
anyway.
disgrace.
Doesn't matter. Our flag to lose, guys. Our flag to lose.
Ladies and gents, everyone, it's time to go to bed.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
Thanks, Gary.
Thanks for tuning in. That was fun.
Thank you, Terry. See you guys on Saturday.
See you guys.
See you guys.